Hey, it's Sizzling Popcorn. Tonight we're going to fly from Darrington Municipal Airport in Washington. We're gonna head down to Utah, southern Utah, to Bryce Canyon Airport. We're gonna take the TBM 930. Should be approximately 2 hours, 22 minutes according to this. But it'll probably end up being closer to 3 hours. Knowing me, I might not be flying at maximum speed, or I don't know, there'll be something to slow it down. Hey Ivan, how's it going tonight? Or today, wherever you are. Because I guess if you're on the West Coast, it's still early. And if you're on the other side of the world, well, you're on to like Tuesday already. So let's see. Yeah, we got the TBM 930 flight conditions. We're gonna go live weather. Both these airports are ORBX airports, so we'll take a look at those before we head out. And here in Darrington, the runway's just about 2,500 feet. Is that Rockford, or it's a municipal of Darrington? 1S2 is the airport code. 1S2 to KBCE. Kilo Bravo Charlie Echo. Yes, I got it. I think I did. Let's go into the flight. And yeah, Gunpilot, if you're looking to join, I put the flight plan right in the Microsoft Flight Simulator general chat in the Discord. Hey Flight Semester, how's it going? I went to take the I didn't take a test run this afternoon. I just went onto the runway to take a thumbnail, but it was pointing me towards the mountain. I'm like, what? But I guess it all depends which way the wind's blowing. I'm doing good. Can't complain. Pretty relaxing day, other than my 18-month-old son going crazy. It's already got the engine started here, or it's at least trying to start it. That looks like the plane I was using last night. So here you go, Darrington Airport. What I like about this is the details, not just here at the airport, but they've put stuff in the city, or not the city, but the town. Put like some gas stations. So it makes it a little added value. Got like a school bus terminal. And they've got the IGA grocery store. Yeah, it's right here. Turn around. But where these cars are all parked is the IGA. Tried Community 1, but nothing. Yeah, stay there in Community 1. I'll come on board. It's because I wasn't in there. You should see me now in Community 1. So like added touches like this. And then you got even like the Coke and Pepsi machines. Darrington Liquor and Wine. Darrington Motor Inn. The gas station is, yeah, just up ahead here. Shell gas station. And like a garage of some sort. Definitely attention to detail and beyond the airport. There's some other landmarks. I think there's like a dentist's office. Trying to see if gun pilot. Yeah, gun pilot, if you try going back again, I'm in there now. Get the ATC, camera, VFR map.
G'day, mate. Can you hear me?
Yeah, and a lot louder this time.
I'm slowly learning.
Yeah. Are you just loading in?
No, I'm at Darrington Municipal, but I can't see anybody, and I'm on East.
Because I'm on, you're on American East, okay. Because I see people, but I just see KG Moose just landed.
Yeah, I can't see anybody.
Here, I'll invite you to group, and then it'll be
Thanks,
easy.
mate.
Well, I just invited you to a group, then yeah, you should be able to see that way. I'm just starting up my engine. That's why, because all my
EXT lights. Off. Hit lights. Off. Crash lever. Down. Starter. Off. Ignition. Auto. Auxiliary boost PMP. Off. Fuel cell. Men. AP/trims. Off. Device system. All off. Inert 7. Off. Park brake. On. Landing gear lever. DN. Bleed. Off. Throttle. Cut off. Fuel tank selector. Open an L or R. Crash lever. Up. Source. BAT or GPU. Generator. Main. Device system lights. Test.
Yeah, no KBCE still.
Okay. I'm just starting off the engine, so my screen's right in the instruments.
Test. Fuel on board.
Oh, another TBM's just arrived, but no name tag.
We'll just see here.
Can you see me?
There's a TBM right beside me in the parking.
Yeah, that's probably me, but no name tags.
Yeah, it's because you're slightly faded. I think it's because we're like very close to colliding, so it like puts you in the like a fade. I think that's because you've got the orange livery.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's you. But yeah, I don't see any. I don't see any name above you.
No, I'll check my graphics.
Okay. And oh, you're gone.
Yeah, my name tags are on.
Auto. Auxiliary boost PMP. On. Propeller area. Clear. Starter.
You ever have it where you turn on your engine in here and the propeller's not clear? You ever hear the scream?
Nah.
No. Because in the checklist it says make sure that the propeller's clear. Well, it's gonna be clear, or else I'm gonna get chopped up.
Yeah, I'm lazy, mate. I just have it automatically turned on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see two, a blue one, and are you blue?
I'm yeah, I think I'm like black blue.
Yeah, I can see one on the blue side, but still no name tags, and only one.
ITT.
All right, I'll see you in just a moment here.
NG.
Yeah, I see you now. Let's see.
Yeah, it looks like we were too close.
Yeah, too close.
Is this a public flight or is this a private one just for you?
You mean the voice chat?
No, the actual flight. Did you just want to do it by yourself or is it open for anybody?
Oh, yeah, open for anyone. I put it in Discord. I said if anyone wants to join, there's the flight plan.
Oh, okay. I didn't want to crash your flight.
No. I got parking brake, stall, no heat, auxiliary.
You know what I really like about the TBM? You've got reverse thrust.
Yes, yeah.
Seattle Center,
Helps when you run into
Delta
buildings.
Alpha Hotel 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie Echo ready to copy. Air Delta Alpha Hotel 3 Romeo is cleared to Bravo Romeo Yankee Charlie Echo Charlie
Okay.
Alpha November Yankee Oscar November Airport
Sure.
set files. Climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Departure frequency is 128.5 squawk 0141. Clearance void 30 minutes from now. Air Delta Alpha Hotel 3 Romeo cleared to Bravo Romeo.
We got
Yankee
clearance.
Charlie Echo Charlie
Climb
Alpha
to
November
11,000.
Yankee Oscar November
I have my
Climb and maintain 11,000
my cruising altitude at
Departure frequency is 128.5 squawk 0141.
FL 190.
Clearance void 30 minutes from now. Air
Okay,
Alpha
Dave.
3 Romeo raised is correct.
We got a lot of mountains, have we, at 19,000?
Yeah, not 19,000, but yeah, there's a lot of mountains around here. And then where we're going is there's going to be lots of mountains and canyons. Taxi.
I had a look where you live in Halifax yesterday, and that's a beautiful spot in the world.
Yeah, it's nice. Right on the ocean.
Oh, it really knocked me out. Beautiful.
Yeah. Because from here, I can see the ocean, from my place, and then we used to live downtown, and we could see the ocean.
Well, where I live in Melbourne, if you can see the ocean, you're going to be paying at least $2 to $3 million.
Yeah, I don't got $2-3 million. What's stall? No heat. Keto parking brake. Okay. ITT. Whoops. All right, I'm taxiing off to the runway.
Okay, I'll follow you.
Okay. Matthew killed a lot of people not checking the prop area. I hope not. All right. Yep. This runway is not that wide.
You're right.
Because that was like one of the first things I noticed when I first downloaded the airport. Oh, didn't realize that. Got to turn around to about 60. Yeah, there's a lot of people flying around here.
Yeah, I can see them.
Yeah, I'm just like surprised. Like it's such a small airport, but this came out last week, early last week. So maybe people got the ORBX version. Not sure. I think I know my problem here.
Oh, you just dropped off the screen.
I dropped off?
Yeah, let me look around.
I think I ended up doing a turnaround.
Yes, you just gone behind me.
Yeah, because I didn't have the FMS as the active nav. It was on a VOR, so it wasn't taking my my nav button. It looks like looks like it's still sending me backwards.
Just hit your nav. Just hit nav.
The autopilot disengaged.
Ah. I've been climbed through 10,000.
Okay. Oh, it's because autopilot won't engage. There, actually.
You haven't got the AI pilot on, have you?
The sorry?
You haven't got the AI pilot on?
No, no AI pilot on.
I pulled back on the throttle to wait for you.
Okay. Yeah, the autopilot, every time I press on it, like if I go over, it says engage autopilot. It never says disengage autopilot. So it's like autopilot's not coming on.
Let's have a look at your dash.
But I also got some problems, but that's...
Turn your nav off and on again.
That worked. But yeah, it's crossing the line.
Yeah, won't engage.
No. Are you using autopilot at all?
Oh yeah, especially on a long flight like this.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just going to I'll restart, but I'll restart from the runway. And,
Yeah, I'll restart with you then.
Okay. Because starting from the parking, I think there must have been something missing.
Okay, I'll go back to the runway.
Okay. I'm going to change my cruising altitude to 11,000.
All right, I'll do the same.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Maybe it put me to the runway. I forgot to change to put to the runway, but the flight plane originally had the runway, so it might put. I just hope.
I'll give you room.
Yeah. And ORBX is in the works for doing Sydney Cityscapes Sydney.
Well, that'd be good because there's no Sydney Harbour Bridge at the moment.
Yeah, like there's a free one that you have to add in. But yeah, this would do the Harbour Bridge and a bunch of other things.
And we're going to 11,000.
Yeah, I'm on the runway. Nice. And I think that's you.
Yeah, there's only you and me. How come there's nobody else?
Oh, I see Ali Carnessus, an old sock up ahead.
Hey folks.
Hey Trent, how's it going?
Not too bad, you?
Pretty
Good morning,
good.
Trent.
Hey, can hear you today.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, I'm slowly learning Discord.
That's good.
Oh.
That's what the grandkids are for, eh?
I had my head inside the cockpit. I taxied into the township.
You want to join, Trent?
Yeah, I'll join it. You guys are flying the TBM?
Yeah. And we just went back to the airport because my AP wasn't working. But I just tested it and it works. So I'll wait for you to load in then.
Oh, Bing Ding is here too.
Bindinger, yeah.
You guys aren't going to have fun without me. I just
Yeah.
Okay, tell you.
You posted the flight plan somewhere, didn't you?
Yeah, I posted the flight plan in general, the flight simulator general.
Okay.
The only
Nice,
thing,
okay.
the only thing I changed just now is the cruising altitude down to 11,000 from 19.
That's probably a little high to see anything.
Yeah, yeah. And 11,000 is it'll get you over all the mountains and still see.
I haven't flown the TBM yet, but I hear it's pretty accessible, so figure it out.
Oh, you've never flown? You never flown a TBM?
They were
Nope.
playing on here. So cool. Like the perfect plane in the middle of all of them. It'll go high and fast, but you can go low and slow and land at small places. Hit
Yep.
the reverse thrust.
Exactly.
Okay, let's see here.
Yeah, because I was looking for a plane that would be able to do this in like like within 4 hours, and looking
Yeah,
at
it's
the
nearly 800 miles, right? So
yeah, because like the Mooney wasn't gonna get me there,
no.
and I was like, okay, and I didn't really want to go with the jet because the jet I'm gonna use tomorrow in Japan, so I was like, well then I saw this, I'm like TBM. Sorry?
Yeah, because the TBM 330. No, it's yeah.
Stoked for Japan. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah. So
What time that's gonna come out?
I'm not sure. I'm hoping like maybe 1 o'clock our time. Cause I think I got the stream set for 2 or 3 our time. But if it's not at all, I'll just push back the stream. Because I'm not gonna do a stream in Japan without the DLC, the like the new stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I have so many deliveries with TBM. Okay, we're doing live weather.
Yeah, live weather, live time. We might have to pull back the time when we get in closer, but
preset there. It's 4:30 p.m., but it's showing as nighttime. That's weird.
yeah, but it's sunny,
Okay. Weird.
clear
How do
skies.
one of the times, I think, like, I joined your group within the game and I was able to share your weather. Is that how it works?
Yeah, within a group, you would share my weather. Without a group, you can change your stuff. The thing with being in a group is, let's say we get to, we're in Utah and it's dark. Well, you can't change anything. Everyone's stuck.
Ah, gotcha.
That's the only thing.
Oh, just went back to the homepage.
If we all want to experience the same crazy winds on some kind of trip or something, that would be kind of cool. But
Yeah,
Okay,
but
runway 28.
and like group, you can't. We wouldn't be able to do that in a community event because a group is a maximum of 6.
didn't know that.
Yeah, so they.
Oh, really?
Roger.
They might have changed it, but that's what it was. And then you've got the all players. So all players, anyone can have any type of settings. But being in a group, like you can put yourself that you don't want to play multiplayer. You just want to be by yourself and group, and that's nice if you want to cut down on, like if you're flying out of JFK with a couple of people, you might as well go in a group than multiplayer
Yeah.
because you're gonna have a slow time getting out of there.
Yeah.
Choppy.
Hey, so do you have this airport or something from OBX
Yeah.
or OBX?
Yeah, ORBX. Yeah.
Cool. To me, it looks disgusting and drab. It looks like a concentration camp. But to
Oh, yeah?
you, it must look wonderful.
It does.
Purchase this, right?
Do you see the stream at all?
I do in the bottom right.
Okay. So this is what it looks like.
Ah, I see you going in the drone mode. Cool, cool, cool. We're just slightly behind. That's cool. Oh, it does look much cooler on yours. All right.
And then what they've done is they've added landmarks. Oh, too quick there.
Sell
But,
this stuff back.
They put IGA, the Coke and Pepsi machines.
Oh, the whole town, not just the airport?
Yeah, they didn't do the whole town, but they've added several landmarks in the town. This is
Super cool.
they added a Shell gas station here.
Listen, it was easy for me to throw down $120 for the game, the planes, and everything. But
Yeah.
I'm having a little difficulty with 15, $20 for an airport and another plane. I'm having trouble with that. But
It adds up because I was looking at here in the Maritimes. I think it would probably cost me $150 Canadian to get all of the airports that Sim Add-ons has, but it's not as good as this, and
What's
the
the
price
fuel
is
price?
higher than this.
What's the fuel price?
What's the fuel price? $2.11 for regular, $2.21 for plus, and $2.24 for V Power. So you every couple of days this changes. No.
What is V-Power? What is that?
It's probably like a premium plus kind of thing.
Geez,
You
over
already-
here,
What?
over in Australia, we're paying $2.50 a litre.
$2.50 a liter?
That's right.
What? You're
And
in-
when I go I go travelling about 4 to 6 months a year in our RV, and out in the outback I can be paying $1.50 a litre, but out in the outback I can be paying $2.50 a litre.
Wow.
I lived in Germany for a couple of years. The gas was crazy expensive, dude. Insane.
Yeah, because here in Nova Scotia, it's all regulated. I think there's like 3 or 4 zones. So the price can only change once a week on on Fridays. And where Trent is in New Brunswick, it's Thursdays. But I think the price right now is around 80 or probably around 90 cents now.
Hey, listen, I'm proud to be an American, but you Canucks, dude, you guys know what you're doing up there.
They sure do. In Australia, the prices will change 3 and 4 times a day.
Yeah, well, yeah, but then if you go to Quebec or Ontario, they're not regulated. They're you can have a gas station across the street from each other, a 5-cent difference. Using the reverse thrusters.
Australia, you don't have to worry about getting shot while you're getting the gas, at least. Right?
Yeah.
Kind of like that. So Australia's got a couple of good ideas. I wonder if America, the smartest and strongest country in the whole world, maybe we should take some ideas from some other people.
Yeah.
A novel approach.
Well, we got de-armed probably about 20, 25 years ago, and we have no problems of not being allowed to have guns.
I've read all about the Port Arthur incident. I might
That's
be
what-
wrong, but
That's what triggered it, Trent.
Yeah.
Excuse the pun.
Was that was the serial killing just north of Melbourne?
No, it was in Tasmania, south, which is the island south of Melbourne.
Okay.
And yeah, he killed. It was the biggest one in Australia. He killed over 33 or 35 people.
Okay, but there's also a killing just north of Melbourne. Because there was a movie, I seen a movie about I watched it a few years ago.
sure a gun pilot would know better than me, but the one that happened, I think it was 86 or something like that, in that Port Arthur. Listen, days after it happened, the government said, dude, we're changing the law. This is insane. We can't have this.
Yeah.
How
You're
smart is
right,
that?
Trent. You're right.
Yeah, that's Bindinger.
Oh, sorry, Bing Dinger.
That's all. It's all good, dude. Yeah,
All these accents are so foreign to me.
it's all good, dude. Yeah, I studied a little bit about stuff, man. I think America could learn some stuff from other people, man. Y'all have been doing it for longer and stuff. It's stupid.
Yeah, I
Oh,
only
you
lived in
can-
Texas for 2 years, so I didn't pick up the accent.
You can still have guns in Australia. Just farmers. If you belong to a shooting club, to a sporting club, stuff like that. But you've got to have them locked in safes. You've got to have the ammunition separate. Police do checks on it, and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
You can go to a store right now and very quickly buy an AR-15 style weapon. Basically a freaking machine gun, and it could kill everybody. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I was just knocked out when I was watching the BLM protests in America. You see people walking around in the state capitals with guns.
Yeah. Yeah.
There are
Sacramento, I think, wasn't it?
There are a lot of states here that have what they call an open carry. You're allowed to carry those fully open and loaded and ready to rock and roll. How fucking dumb is that? Oh my gosh, I'm on YouTube. That's stupid. Second Amendment, we need to protect ourselves and stuff like that, but it's a little ridiculous, man.
Yeah. Where are you at, Trent?
Oh, in front of you.
Oh, you're right in front. Okay, so we can go then.
I, however, turned my engine off by accident.
Uh,
So give me a moment. Just pull up
thanks
the
for
turbine
fixing-
here.
Thanks for fixing that spreadsheet, Trent.
yeah,
Oh,
and,
yeah, no problem. That way everybody can see it.
Yeah, and I was going to send you an email, but then I put up the landing challenge, and I went to bed, totally forgot. What do you?
I tried to beat Trent's score last night in the landing challenge, and only got to 119, whatever it was. Trent was 159, I was 119, so I gave up. Leave it to you young fellas now.
Yeah, well, because I told Trent today, it says next time around I'm gonna get 2 prizes, one for the winner, and then one that's gonna be drawn from all the entries. That way, people will want to enter even if they don't get the highest score. It's like a consolation prize. All right, ready to go?
After that.
You're the
I guess
boss.
so.
All right, let's go.
Things in front.
Kind of a skinny runway for this boy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sort of skinny here.
I am on beer 3, so.
Skinny and short runway. Then we'll have to turn back.
Yeah, those trees were a little close, dude.
Landing gear. 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 Landing gear.
I can climb and keep getting speed and stuff like that. I love this thing, dude.
Try not to melt the engine here.
Oral warning. Okay.
This is so much easier, not have to use your hand to do all the typing while you're flying.
Yeah.
What should we be trying to cruise at? I'm looking at 196 knots right now or something like that. Should I bring it back?
I'm not sure.
I think we're climbing up above the hills, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to.
That would be that.
I got cruising altitude at 11,000.
Alright, looks like I'm in front of everybody. I'm gonna put it at 100, around 180 knots. Right now I'm at 5,000.
Okay.
On speed, of course.
Because I'm climbing through 7,000, I'm going to get TAS of 155.
know how important it is, but you might want to turn off your inertial separator.
A what?
Yeah, thank you.
It's right next to the yoke. It's called the inert sep. You're supposed to, I read on this airplane, you're supposed to keep it on when you're taking off or landing, like at a dirty runway, but when you're up in the air, you're supposed to turn it off.
Okay,
Well, that's what-
yeah, I see that inert sep.
yeah,
It's right
got it.
up to the
Oh, that's better.
Yeah, that helps keep thawed out of the engine, apparently.
And where did you find it again?
It's
the
right next
left.
to your lights, or your DI system. It's just on the left side of your yoke.
Also
Right switch to the
set,
DI system.
yeah, I would also set your fuel selector to auto. It may be selected to main if you did the runway start. Like it will suck down the fuel on one side or something, and then you have to manually switch it. It's better to switch it.
Where's the fuel selector?
It's on the upper panel. If you look up to the right, it is next to the auxiliary pump. It's in the fuel section to the left of the AP trim, right at the engine start.
Oh yeah.
Part of the checklist is that you turn it to the auto and then you use this little test thing to test it, and it'll flip it back and forth for you. But when you start off on the runway, it leaves it like that. And I'm a super geek. Woo!
You know your plane.
Yeah, no, mine's set to auto.
Oh, this is nice.
I can guarantee most members know more about turbines than I do.
Well, I'm at cruising speed, cruising altitude. Whoa, Taz, 280, 285.
285. I'm at 260.
Yeah, but I've leveled out, Sizzler.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, I'm still climbing. Got about
Back there.
1,500 feet.
Do you guys have the restaurant train Sizzlers in America or Canada?
Sizzlers.
You said gun pilot if it was.
What was that about Sizzlers?
In Australia, we've got a restaurant chain called Sizzlers.
No.
Well,
No,
I think it did.
They sponsor Sizzling. Popcorn, steak, the whole guys. They're sponsored.
Yeah, we're all sponsored.
Yeah. I'll send you their logo.
Okay. I think Steak looked it up yesterday. He's like, Sizzling Popcorn is actually a popcorn maker. I was like, yeah. Like, he couldn't believe it.
Give them
Yeah, that's my
copyright.
side job.
Gun
Yeah.
pilot just shot over me.
Yeah, how come I'm getting ahead?
I slowed down a little to let you guys catch up.
Yeah,
You're the lead.
yeah, Canadians, we got a little frost on our wings.
You got to lead the pack, Mr. Pilot.
Yeah, I would task about 280 knots right now.
Yeah, 285 here.
I'm just sitting at 95% power, 95% torque. So the engine doesn't explode.
Yeah, I'm at 291. I'll wind it back a bit.
You should be fine. I pulled it back to 95 and now I'm up to 290. Because I just leveled off.
Now, the one thing I don't know about this plane is, so you got that torque over there, right? And you can rock it up and it gets mad at you when you give it full power past the torque. But I've flown it for hours and hours and hours at full torque and nothing.
Yeah, there's
happened.
no engine damage models right now.
Ah.
But you would melt your compressor.
What is the ITT temperature? What is that, sir?
I think it's internal turbine temperature.
Yeah, even that, you know, on this plane, when you're flying, it goes, the most it goes up to usually is about 600. But even when you have it full on out, it never gets up into that bad area. Maybe it's cool enough up here or something. I'm going to read up about it.
Turbines are weird. So, and I don't think the turbines aren't modeled particularly well in this sim yet. For realism, apparently. So there's a few community patches for some of the turbine planes that are making them more realistic. I guess I want standard pressure above 10,000 feet. Okay.
Yeah, I always set that pressurization thing to auto. They say to set it to main difference mode or auto, but I just pushed to auto. I don't even know what it means.
Oh, cabin pressure. Okay. I'm talking about barometric pressure, altitude side.
Whoa.
Hey Trent, in America, do you guys still call it QNH?
No, we use inches of mercury.
Sorry, what was that?
We use inches of mercury.
Oh, okay, yeah, in Australia, you know, we still ask for area QNH, which is barometric pressure.
Yep. Yeah, we just have different units for it. So I know it's kind of the standard in like Europe and stuff is QNH. But US, Canada, it's all inches of mercury.
Wouldn't be centimeters in mercury?
Have a special Canadian version of it. It's half and half.
Half and half.
Yeah.
Boy, that's beautiful scenery underneath us.
Yeah. Take the top-down approach in external view.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Check it out. Okay, so we're in Washington State. Okay, we're going over the Okanogan Wenatchee National Forest.
Okanagan?
Hey, that was better than me.
Oh, it's because Trent and I were up there the other day in Kelowna. There's Okanagan Lake.
No, I just checked. It's Okanogan.
It's a different one.
Like,
Ooh, this is like so. You can see the cut right in the mountain.
Yeah.
these are
Gee,
crap.
my mountain textures aren't doing too good right now.
And I've got this on ultra now.
Yeah, it's either not very well scanned or it's just not loading it right
Yeah.
now. It's a little muddy. There's a lot of places in the world that are like that. I guess the more, remote spots don't have as good satellite coverage, even though they are very scenic places to fly. They're not important enough to have really good satellite imagery. That's a problem with like Alaska right now. That the imagery is crap, even though it's a wonderful place to fly.
Yeah.
And all the elevation mapping and stuff is all messed up, so all the lakes and rivers are like 200 feet raised in the air on their own little hills. Cause like because that was my original plan for last week's community event was like BC, Alaska, and it was just a mess. Nice airports, good flying, but terrible scenery.
Hey, you know, you can set a button to be able to like refuel and everything while you're in the air.
Yeah. Or
So I did that because I had like a fuel imbalance, something like that. I figured I'd just top off the tanks. Dude, right after I did it, Sizzling P just went flying right by me. Slowed me down a hair.
oh, yeah, you're all behind me now. What am I doing? I'm
Are you
doing
100% full throttle?
No, 95%, and I'm at 295.
Yeah, I don't know what's my ground speed right now. Doing only 281,
281.
about 13 knots faster.
Long
I
trip.
did load
you
up with
should-
full fuel, so
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I only had half fuel. Yeah, when I made the review of Bryce Canyon, I think I did a clip in high-end settings, and then when I went back to get more footage, I did it in ultra. So I posted my review on the ORBX forums. So the developer saw it. I gave him an 86%. He says, "Nice review. I'll take an 85." But he says there's some trees missing at the back of the airport. Like, which settings are you on? I'm like, I think I did high and I did ultra. I sent him 3 pictures in ultra, but I don't know what the trees he's talking about.
the trees have also like changed slightly since the last patch, I think.
Yeah,
So
well,
it could be when they developed it, it was looking better, because I think the tree draw distance has gone down, even on high. Because I think Ultra just improves the density of the trees, not exactly the level of detail.
okay.
So there's a lot of weird little performance fixes in that last patch.
They dumbed something down, which was probably a good idea. I bet you they'll get it fixed and then back up. Type.
Yeah. I think it's for reviewing scenery anyway. Most people are not going to be running this on Ultra.
No.
So most people are probably, like, you know, lucky to get medium graphics.
Yeah, I've got mine. I think the top settings that you can push everything to. And it runs just fine. What kind of video card do you guys have?
I have a 1070.
2080 Ti.
Yeah, I think the I have a 2080 Ti or the 2060. Is that even a thing? I don't know.
Yeah,
Did you
2060
spend
or
$1,500 on it?
Yeah, it was over $1,000. I think it came with some other pieces, but yeah, it was expensive. Oh, we got to go for Trump 2020.
Just noticing that.
what? Oh yeah, I see.
That's some.
Go-
We'd say in the South. I know I don't have a Southern accent, but that's what we say about like people that are special. We say God bless them. So if somebody's baby is ugly here, they say, "Oh my God, that baby's precious." They say precious, baby, ugly.
yeah,
Face only a mother could love.
yeah.
A bit like the saying, with all due respect, which really means you've got no respect.
That's
They
true.
start with all due respect, or I don't mean to.
I'm not racist, but
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's always the big butt.
I think the live weather must have glitched out on me. It's gone down to 3 knots.
Maybe go for Trump 2020s on the campaign trail. I think Cleveland's Cleveland's east, not south. I lost everyone. Or
Yeah, Popcorn, look at your, go inside, look at your center PFD in the top right corner. I want to see what your wins are.
okay. This one I can't use my scroll button. 3.
Mine are 5. To the east, or is that sorry, to the west? I think.
Oh, yeah, no, it's about the same. Yeah, I think it's just from the right. I don't know if it shows correctly. It might be northwest.
It says north up over there, but I
Yeah, north up is the orientation of the map,
roger that, sir.
which shows north at the top of the screen. So you can't change it into any of the other default map modes that you would have in the real plane, like track up or desired track up. Stuck on north up.
I've messed around in a little bit in this plane in the MFD and the PFD settings, dude. I need like a whole serious class just to learn that part. It's so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, basically just take a plane you like and just look up the AFM.
Yeah.
Just start reading the airplane flight manual or the pilot operating handbook. You can usually find them online because they don't give you any documentation on the aircraft in the sim by default. So yeah, they just gotta learn it by flying it or being able to pull up some of your reference speeds on the electronic displays.
Yeah,
I look up and
I think they're
see
making
what you actually need to do.
mistakes. I think the training on this should have went a little further into the ILS stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, problem with that is that like a lot of it's not really working quite right yet.
Ah, well, that's probably why they don't have training on it.
Yeah, the training is pretty lackluster.
What do you mean? I printed out the certificate. I have it on the wall. What are you talking about?
Did it come with a certificate?
I designed my own. So.
Yeah. Ah, you can fly in Pakistan now.
Very good.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a pause there. I was worried.
Well, it's because we were in Afghanistan when we heard the message. There's that time delay.
That's a big problem right now. Pilots with fake licenses.
And they get them through you?
Yeah, don't fly in China anytime soon.
Wind energy
Drop down
around
to
here.
Sizzler. You'll drop down a bit, Sizzler.
I've dropped down? Let's see.
You dropped out.
No, drop down in altitude.
No, still at 11,000.
Yeah, I'm a little behind, but still right there.
Ah, we're all together. You got Gunpile in the lead, Sizzling taking it up, myself, and then you, Trent. Usually I follow you, but
Yeah, along my altimeter says 11,000. I'm about 1,000 feet above, right on top of you, Sizzler.
Yeah.
definitely higher than him. I'm seeing you from behind.
How does my behind look? It's not good.
Very sleek and sexy.
Hey Trent, is there an automatic Q&H button on this plane?
I think on your keyboard you can just hit B.
B?
Yeah, hit Bravo. And that'll set your
Yeah. I see.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was 500 feet, showing higher on my altitude.
Yeah.
You are just now, I can
Yeah,
tell.
because I think on the ground it was like 3021. And above 10,000 here, it wants you to be at standard pressure.
Thank you for that. I'll make a note.
I'm a little confused with why it needs to be standard pressure above 10,000, because I thought the rule was for 18,000 or flight level 180 when you switched over to 2992. Maybe it's different down here. I don't know.
Your nameplates have merged from this angle. So you're
Sizzling ding dinger.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone in the community's got to change their name. They have to put sizzling in front of their name.
Listen, I'm totally cool with that, but here in America, it's expensive to get your name legally changed. I got to change it on my checks. I got to change it to Social Security and everything. Dude, don't do that.
Yeah.
So I think on Xbox it costs like $5 to change your name if you're on the Game Pass on the Microsoft Store.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I suppose we're all linked to a Microsoft account anyway to play this,
Yeah.
Steam or not. So yeah, it costs money to change your tag.
Oh, I should open up Navigraphs.
Did you get a sub for that?
Yeah, I did it for a month just to see, and then if I like it, then I'll continue on with it.
Yeah, I think like the basic sub is probably pretty good for what you need it for.
They
It looks at what their
Navigraph?
features were. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sweet.
What does that do if you don't mind me asking? I have a
Yeah, it links with your sim. It's a program that has up-to-date aviation maps and IFR charts, approach charts, aerodrome charts, procedures, all sorts of stuff.
that you make like a digital flight book or something, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Here,
So
I'll
it's
sh-
kind of like for flight, but mainly for simulators. It still has like accurate information, but you can't use it for real flying.
Oh, it's specifically for Sims. Very cool.
Yeah.
Is that for flight thing?
No, it's called
No.
Navigraph.
Heard of for flight? FORE flight.
Yeah, for flight is what you use for the real plane.
For flight will also link into Sims. You know that, right?
It will, yeah. It's also
Yeah.
exceedingly expensive, unless you cheat the trial, of course. Wink, wink.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I just put it up here on the stream.
Yeah, there's funny enough in real life right now, at least in Canada, they're stopping production of paper IFR charts. So I guess work is planning on buying a bunch of iPads and just getting for flight on them for us to use for IFR flights. It's like, okay, I'll take a free iPad, I guess.
Ivan, what's your gamer tag? We'll check it out. But Bing Dinger, this is Navigraphs, and right now it's I can have it on high-end route, low-end route, or world map. I actually like this world map because I want to know when I'm. It's not going to
Do I
tell.
rock it on another monitor or another computer? Because I got both.
You can do it on another monitor or another computer or a tablet.
Yeah, I do computer stuff by trade, so I have lots of screens and computers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be pretty easy to throw on a tablet. It's like even like another streamer, Flight Deck to Sim, uses Navigraph for his stuff. Like he's a 737 pilot, so must be decent.
I like to try to make this game as complicated as possible.
Yeah, if you want complicated, just go get X-Plane 11, go get the Zebo mod for the 737. Good luck. And download VATSIM. And start the training for that.
Yeah, Ivan said he's doing a flight Oh, you're using your roommate's account. Okay. He's using his roommate's account, but he's doing this flight, and he put it on autopilot. He wanted to get groceries, and now he's back.
I feel like that might be a little excessive, okay? So you're digitally, virtually recreating this flight, right? You're using up your computer, using up power and everything like that, but you're not doing it. So weird, man. Sometimes I feel like this is so wasteful.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get a long leg, and you're just like, take a shower or something.
Well, like the
Go make dinner.
So, like, I bought this computer and all this stuff so it would just make heat? I mean, just not...
pretty much. Because a couple of weeks ago, when I did the Washington to Copenhagen, it's like a 7-hour flight, and at the last minute, I found out my mother-in-law was sick, so she couldn't take my son, so I had to watch him. And I'm like, well, I'm just gonna do the stream. I'm just gonna try to put him in bed a couple more times, and I'll have it on autopilot. But autopilot just kept going up and down in the what was it, the 747? Plane just kept on going like a yo-yo. But so I was upstairs watching the stream on TV to see if anything was going wrong, and if there was, I could run downstairs and fix it. But yeah, it's like you're doing a flight, but you're not doing a flight.
There, buddy.
A lot of people do that, especially with the airliners. They'll set up a flight and then just leave their computer on for the entire night, come back in the morning and do the landing. I'm like, okay.
I flew in a jumpsuit of a 777 out of Melbourne all the way to Amsterdam, and the guys did bugger all.
Yeah.
Even the landing was a computer landing.
Wow.
But it was from Malaysian Airlines, and the pilots are allowed to smoke. When I got out of that plane in Amsterdam, I was crook as anything because I don't smoke.
Then you guys
As the tag "elope with dope" comes out in front of us.
You guys do wear a full, like, a flight jacket and stuff like that, and hat, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
wonder.
I do.
Here, holy moly!
Wonder what the claim of the fame of McWater Ranch is.
Go look them up on Google.
That's an idea.
Hey, Ivan, are you sure it's not your account? You say it's your friend's account. The only other one around here is Go for Trump 2020.
Gun pilot, you have a contact at your 12 o'clock, about 50 feet, same altitude.
Or maybe it's elope. Yeah, elope with dope. I was like, what are you guys talking about? But I see it. Lucky the striker.
Let's say, Popcorn, did you announce this stream on the Discord? I don't think I saw you.
Yeah,
Posted.
I did, but not in the announcements. I did it in the general.
Gotcha.
And I didn't put at everyone. I was like, if people are interested, I didn't want to ping everyone for it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Trying to lessen the pings. I haven't got any complaints, but you never know. You could be pinging someone. It's like middle of the night, and it pings their phone, wakes them up. But really, if that's the case, you should have your phone. Like my phone's between like 10 and 6 a.m. Nothing will go through. Yeah, do not disturb.
I'm about 7,000 feet from gun pilot. It's like finally catching up.
Make sure you hit the like button if you're enjoying the stream. Yeah, I didn't realize that's you, Bing Dinger.
Yeah, man. I'm trying
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, because, I don't know, Nightbot must be taking a night off. I don't know what happened to Nightbot.
He's been a little cranky lately.
That's
something going on at home.
yeah, gun pilot with the caps last night. but I think it was like a 5-minute. But it took away all the other messages that gun pilot sent.
Yeah.
And then with Taekwon, he likes Taekwon. The guy from Turks and Caicos.
Yeah.
Like, stop spamming, stop spamming.
Picks on steak sometimes, dude.
Yeah.
Flight stewardess says Joe Exotic, the Tiger King. She's watching something.
The Tiger King.
Yeah, I watched that. It's an interesting serial.
That series proved that a documentary could make anybody look horrible or good, man. I love it.
Yeah.
He ended up in jail, didn't he?
That's the whole deal. He's in jail now. Now the whole series are talking about that he got set up and that he didn't do these things and whatnot. Dude, we're seriously bored over here in America. We got like we have a lot of money and we're so fucking bored.
This has to be like the ortho here. Looks like from X-Plane. The circles.
The circular farms.
Yeah, well, that's all the circular irrigation.
They're all different designs.
That's where all the aliens landed.
Yeah, I bet.
You said those are circular irrigations? I thought those were crop circles.
Yeah, but what they have, it's a irrigation. It's a long arm on a pivot, and it just slowly driven around on wheels, drives around and irrigates. That's why it pivots in the middle.
Engineering, man. I love it.
Nah, farming. raised on farms.
Most of the farms here put this irrigation system on a big, huge, long pipe system with tires and stuff beneath it, and basically drive it through the field to get like rectagonal type things. You know what I mean? The circles do look cool, though.
Must be a pretty big arm to do that.
Oh, they can be very long.
We've got about 2 hours to go. ETA 2:23 a.m. Zulu GMT.
Are we landing at any airports in between, or?
No, just a direct flight. I didn't plan on any small.
There's not many airports in between. It's pretty bare.
I thought it was cool the other time with the community thing. We kind of landed, lined up, and stuff like that. Gave a bunch of the people. I know this isn't a community thing, but
Yeah.
That was fun, dude.
Yeah, now I got to follow up on Trent now. After that last event, I got to figure out the plan.
What's best for Japan?
Yeah, the flight plan's going to be a J.
Big J for Japan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice. I don't know how scattered all the airports are, where they've made the nice airports there. We'll have to see when the map comes out.
Well, the airports, I've got all the names already, because that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. But that's like from the north tip to the southern tip. But it's where the landmarks are. I've got the landmarks, but I gotta map them out and then figure out a route where we can get a couple of airports and some landmarks.
Yeah. Yeah, half the trouble is just finding a good length for the trip to do in certain aircraft. Because I think kind of doing community events in like really fast, advanced aircraft is a lot harder than just getting everybody in the Cessna or whatever, just bumping around for about 300 miles.
Yeah, that's right.
Doing a couple stops on the way, flying low and slow.
Yeah, because community event is more about the seeing rather than the destination.
Yeah,
It's the journey.
exactly.
you want to get new pilots into it, man. And if the whole seeing other people, ooh, I see your plane and I see my plane and we're going to the same place. You give them that feeling, dude. I'm telling you, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
If there's any grunt work that needs to be done, Popcorn/Trent, I'd be happy to do it. If there's anything.
Okay.
I'm
Sounds
relatively computer literate with graphics and things of that nature, so if there's anything you need, just let me know.
All right. Thanks, Wingy.
My pleasure.
Yeah. So can you speak like Swedish?
You had to translate for Lars.
Well, it's because the other day I read a guy's message on the Flight Simulator forums, and he was like digging in about why does everyone have to use your Discord to get the flight plan? And the Discord is useless for people that don't speak English, and we can't use Google Translate in Discord.
I remember that message.
Yeah, and then I'm like, okay, well, he showed up to the event, and then after a couple of stops, he left, but then he sent me a message saying he couldn't understand. But if I...
Like, You need, as you're doing the flying and talking about the different things that you downloaded and people have given you for all this money because you're supposed to be, getting people to buy that. That's your job. You should have somebody else like helping the people in the chat get connected, get the flight plan, whether they want it or not, whatever.
But what I was thinking was like, if I'm looking up a flight, like I think I'm going to put in the flight plan from now on in the flight simulator form. But if the group, let's say there's a German group, they're doing a flight I'm interested in. If I decide I'm going to join a German group, I'm not going to expect them to speak in English for me. I'm going to either have to learn to know German, because they might not know English.
Well, to be honest with you on that, I mean, this is going to sound so American-centric or something like that, but isn't English the international for the ATC and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not being a jerk when I say that, like, that should be, we go to fucking learn our language. That's ridiculous.
No.
But
unless you're flying in northern New Brunswick or Quebec.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that the next time around. Japan's canceled. We're going to Quebec. French only.
You guys both speak French? Is that real?
No,
I speak French.
I don't.
Oh, super cool. I didn't speak it. Awesome.
So
For me,
flying up in the north part of the province and having people on traffic advisory speaking in French, like, yeah, I totally know where you are, buddy. Totally. And then you call them in English, and they will not answer you.
wow.
That being said, people that don't speak English, we still want them to watch. We still want them to like. We still want them to subscribe. We still want them to download the things you're talking about.
Yeah.
So you got to rock and roll with them. Again, you need a coordinator in there that's not flying, that's just talking to these people and trying to help them get into the community flight. You get 15, 20, 100 people flying with you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Join in later once everybody's going, you know.
Like, at the same time, you kind of have to fish with a big net here, right? So people are going to fall through the cracks. There's not much you can do about it. We're not going to expect one person to have to stay behind and to do technical support for literally everybody, because not everybody is going to have the competence to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, in a game like this, you're absolutely right.
There's like people in the chat sometimes like, hey, can I run this game on this laptop that's completely not for gaming? Like, no, I can't help you with that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And the thing about, like, with languages, like, back to the example of, like, a German group, well, if I really want to participate, then I gotta also be willing to,
Listen, I was in Germany for 2 years. You ready? Ich bin ein schwarzen König. I can't. You're good, dude. That's all you need.
What was that safe for YouTube?
Yeah, I am a black king.
Okay.
When I was there, black guys were very popular with the ladies there. It was unreal, man. There in the army for a couple of years, for 2 years in Germany. And we would go to the clubs. And me and my white friends, we were awesome, fun guys and stuff, right? Dude, the black guys, the girls were all over them. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
These were my black friends. So my bad.
It's like you could probably get away with just posting the flight plan file on the forum with the community event. That would be fine. People want to join the Discord, great. If they don't, they don't.
Yeah, well,
we have a lot of people in Discord that they'll join the call, but they're not talking anyway, which is fine.
Yeah.
Right? They just want to listen in. Not everybody wants to chat to a bunch of strangers.
Yeah, that's right. Because I'll put also the link in the forums. I'll put the link to the stream, so that people can listen to the stream rather than having to go through Discord. they're just gonna get a delay on it. And if they got questions, you can always use the chat that way. But on Friday, I thought we were gonna have to split it up because we're up to like close to 20.
Yeah, there were a lot of people, but there was only like 6 or 7 of them stocking, I think.
Yeah,
They're really slow, like Gunpilot. And they can't even figure out how Discord works. What do we do then?
Yeah, but Gunpilot made the effort, got it working.
yeah,
It's great.
yeah.
Well, I might be 69, but I still got a few grey matter.
Roger that.
Yeah, dude, I was looking at your YouTube channel, and you were flying Seminoles when I was still in diapers.
Right, did you watch the Greaser in Birdsville? Did you?
I just took a little look at one of your videos, just skipped around a little bit, and saw you were flying Seminoles. So it's
Yeah,
what I
the-
fly mainly right now.
Yeah, you fly the T-tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a bit of a bitch on takeoff if you're not watching out for it.
Yeah, a little bit. They'll hop up on you.
Yeah. Now, I had 2 planes. I had what you'd call over there a Dakota. It's a Piper 235D rated from the 300 horsepower. Same engine as the Cherokee 6. 4 people, but you go full fuel, which is 317 litres. Same as the Cherokee 6. 4 full-size passengers and still 60 kilos of luggage. Brilliant 4-seater. And then I had the Partenavia, the 6-seater twin. That was my favourite plane of all time.
Oh, the Navo?
Partenavia,
Oh, okay.
the Italian. High-wing 6-seater twin.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Bravo Uniform Juliet was the Pathfinder, what you guys call a Dakota. And the Partenavia was Lima Juliet Romeo.
I looked up Gun Pilot, and Top Gun was the first thing that showed up.
He's got a lot of Top Gun music in his videos.
Is there? Are you Maverick?
No, I'm Goose.
You're Goose.
Or was that just I'm a Goose?
I'm a Goose.
Well, that could be your new name. You could be Sizzling Goose.
Sizzling Goose.
Hey Trent, the other night when I did that low inverted flight down the airstrip, how close was I to the planes?
I think you might have clipped through the top of the tail, maybe. it was pretty low.
Dude,
Yeah,
you're
I
right
was-
off.
I was-
Like,
You're probably like 10 feet off the deck max, I think.
Oh, that I was trying to get lower.
another game that would not be a big deal, but I think this game is trying to make it realistic. So if you really didn't do it right, it would have made you go to the black screen.
Yes,
Too
especially
cool,
the
man.
Bonanza.
Too cool, buddy.
Yeah, you'd have some oil dripping out of your Callan pretty fast there, I think.
So, do we know who Elope with Dope is? I like the name. He's definitely flying our flight plan.
That might be him.
Yeah, it could be Ivan. Can't see.
Cool, cool. I see other tags off to the left and right, but he's right on us.
Yeah, I saw Have a Nice Dave on
Yeah, I saw.
popcorn screen there. I've seen him flying before.
Yeah, have a
Pretty sure I
great
saw
day.
him flying in Kelowna. So I've seen that call sign before.
I've seen the full time. Love to fly a fair bit around the place.
Yeah.
Close to Gunpilot. We're gonna do some kind of Blue Angels flight technique here.
Fly past inverted, Bing Digger.
Oh, Oh, yeah. The autopilot will do that, right?
No.
Hold on. Stand by.
I'm watching. Very nice. Oh, I'm going to take a photo.
Have gone into manual. We are both dead.
You were inverted then, weren't you?
Alright, I put it over now. The pilot's in the back. The champagne is all over the place. This is a problem.
Buddy,
What I used to like doing sometimes in the Part Navy with 5 packs in the back, we'd do a fairly steep climb and chip it over the top. We put minties on the dashboard and they'd float right back to the back. They'd try and grab them in their mouths.
Nice. Now, I've seen some really cool videos of gentlemen flying and doing the roll. They put liquid up on the dash and they can keep it in the dash the whole time because they roll so smoothly.
Oh, there's a very famous American pilot used to always fly in a rotor hat. He used to fly the Strike Commander at all the air shows and used to do that.
Yep.
I forget his name. I actually saw him at Avalon in Melbourne one year.
Cool. How cool, man. I love that when somebody gets so much into their craft that they're able to do stuff like that, you know?
Is that Bob Hoover?
Bob Hoover, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him back in the mid-90s out in Australia at an air show.
Wicked. Yeah, he's an absolute legend.
Alright, I'm getting the vertigo, dude, over here with the inverted. Come on now.
Yeah, see, if we ever do a bush flight in Australia, that's what we gotta do. We just gotta fly the whole thing inverted, right?
Easy.
I say you have to be in the cockpit. Who are these weirdos that are doing the flight challenge outside of the cockpit? I'm not impressed.
Yeah, Bing Dinger. Not well, Japan should be good, but the following week, that's when we're gonna do the Papua New Guinea bush flight. I think there's 6. Or no, you've upgraded one. I think it's now like 5 like normal landings. There's like 3 that are like challenging, and then like 3 like really challenging.
4 easy, 4 challenging, and 2 heart pounding.
Oh, yeah, heart pounding. There you go. 4, and 2.
And I'm going to tell you that the easy ones sometimes not that easy. I flew it again last night. That's where I picked up a couple of errors and went right around, no problems. But yeah, you really got to be thinking, Cap on. You've got to fly just on a stall a lot of the approaches.
Well, because last night doing bush flying in Patagonia, there was one strip that was giving me a hard time because it was just a little bit of grass, and then it was water on both sides. So I like circled around about like 4 times. Then I try to go in, and I land about like already about like a third of the way of the runway, and I couldn't brake in time. I got into the water, so I had to restart that whole leg. Good thing it was like only 10 minutes long, but I finally landed.
Yeah, I wish you could do those trips multiplayer. That'd be fun because they're well planned.
Yeah, well, you can.
You can. I got in there yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could actually see each other.
Yeah.
I went to the map saw where he was in Patagonia, spawned onto him, and next minute, there I am on screen.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't think you could.
Yeah,
But
Yeah, 'cause I thought it was like a hello thing.
But I got to
Were you
tell
guys
you
in a
though,
group?
no.
Alright then.
I think like I wouldn't be able to go in to the challenge and you also go into the challenge and see each other. One would have to
No.
go in the world map and spawn on the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just tried. Didn't know if it would work or not, so I just tried it, and all of a sudden, Sizzler says, gun pilot, I can see you.
Yeah.
Wow, it says you got 11 weirdos watching this stream. That's crazy.
yeah.
Hey, they need to hit the like button though. That I do now, because there's only
Yeah, you
7
do.
likes.
That's right. So there's 7 likes, 11 people.
You would do something crazy, right? Sizzling popcorn.
Yeah, like I might do a barrel roll to make this more exciting. If we can get to
That's
15.
That's becoming your signature move, Sizzling.
Yeah. Barrel roll and then do a flip and land it into the ground.
When you did that, your aircraft, the game is very advanced. Your aircraft actually had a failure.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Normally, you would have pulled that off.
Yeah, there was a Pelican hit the side jet. The side jet on my Cessna 182.
Pelicans are protecting here, dude. That's not,
For every lake, Popcorn extends his final by another mile and slows down by another 5 knots.
Primal, he says, I would rather hit the fly button after I eat. Primal might join in. You must be on the West Coast, Primal.
all right, we got up to 8 likes. That was positive.
I just see 7.
That's your in Kazakhstan. It is
Yeah.
things happen here first, like in New York, right? And then they catch on like fashion and stuff, and then it catches on around here, and then it gets to Canada. Basically, the likes happen that way too. I don't know why.
So I think the live weather is
9.
dead.
You're gonna have to flip here in a minute.
Oh, now I see 8.
Oh, it's up to 9 already. Maybe it showed you mine, or does it show you yours, or something like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know.
that could be.
It's like you're always like a little late. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's Waldo. What? Stop spamming symbols? What?
Symbols.
What?
I think you need to tone down your Nightbot.
Yeah. Nightbot's no longer the moderator. But still,
Almost been here before. He seemed like a nice guy.
He needs to be demoted.
Hey, question, guys. I bought my sim through Steam. Don't know if it's the same on Microsoft or not, but on my main screen down the bottom, it's got a validate button.
Yeah, I don't know what that does. It might validate the game files if there's like corruption or something.
Yeah, I
That's
press
my
enter
guess.
and it goes away. Does anybody else see that validate button?
I've seen it. I've never clicked it.
Yeah, if you click it,
I'm
nothing
on Steam
happens.
as well.
Got to press enter.
I don't know.
I just
I've
sent
seen it in the menu when I've been messing around. I bought mine on Steam too, also. But I thought it meant like enter or something, or continue.
Yeah. I thought it might have been like X-Plane where every now and again it asks you to put disc 1 back in.
I hope not.
I think Flight Sim was doing that too to some people. You can actually buy it on DVDs. It's like 20 DVDs.
Yeah, well, I started flying the original Flight Sim in 83, something like that. And then I got into real flying, and I didn't fly until I come back to it. In lockdown, I had to do something, so I bought X-Plane, and then a month later Flight Sim came on, so X-Plane got booted and Flight Sim's it.
Yep.
Yeah, I told Primal, sorry, Nightbot did that. He's fired. I was throwing gang signs to what? Bloods and Crips?
Do you have any control over the bot, Sizzler?
Yeah, I do. So I'm gonna try to tame it down. Because it's... Oh, I might switch to a different bot within my...
So what?
I'm gonna switch to a different bot within my the program that I use.
So it's just like it's just a chat moderator, is it?
Yeah.
That sounds really futuristic. Oh, I'm gonna, this bot does this. I'm gonna switch to another bot. That's weird, right? I don't know.
Oh yeah, the bird dog. Yeah,
The first float plane.
The developer for that was arguing with people on the flight sim forum. Oh, that was kind of funny.
Not a good look.
No.
But other than the Acon 5, this would be the first thing we can actually put into the water on purpose.
yeah.
That's true. Apparently the flight dynamics are good, but it's still like a FSX model and a lot of the buttons don't work.
Yeah.
Like it's barely got a clickable cockpit at all.
I saw pictures of the outside. I don't know if that's what it looks like tinny looking, but the pictures made it look like it was like lower quality.
It's a port from, I think, just FSX. It's kind of old.
Yeah.
They definitely didn't really touch it up, but it's not up to the same spec that the default aircraft are in. So, unfortunately, but that's kind of the nature of a lot of the payware right now. It's mostly just conversions.
Hey, Trent, so do you use, all the time, the smooth track?
Oh, I don't use it, no.
Okay, so Ed was
I
saying...
know about it. I recommended it to Ed. I guess he got it. He says it works great. My phone isn't compatible with it, so I don't...
But, what if, when I'm looking, I get it, I look around a little bit, it looks at the cool things on on the computer, but what if I look to go get my beer, look at my other computer, and look at all the other stuff?
It'll probably get confused. I think you can set it to, lock and unlock your head whenever you're actually using it. There's, a hotkey you can probably set on it to, reset your vision, and reset your default position.
Roger that.
So, they usually have the tools to make that stuff work quite well.
It sounds so cool. I need to go ahead and grab it. I know it's, I think it's $10 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, if I had a working phone, I'd be probably using it already, but it doesn't. My phone doesn't support Google AR, so that's a no-go for me. Unless I was thinking, I could buy a used Google Pixel 2 for $100, but at the same time, it's I can just spend $200 on track IR, but I'm poor, so maybe later.
Listen, times are tough for Trent out there, folks. Maybe if you could start a...
This is why Trent is going to win the landing challenge, so he can get his payware.
Yeah. Yeah.
Page for Trent, I bring a video of you in with Sarah McLachlan singing in the background. What do you think?
Just black and white. In the arms of pilot.
Well, I sent an email to FS Dream Team, and I actually took a snapshot of the top of the read first page to show that, hey, I'm advertising, because he never said you need to do any kind of... I'm going out of my own way to say, hey, you're sponsoring this, so hey, I'm gonna put in a word for you. That way I build that relationship and get more later on.
Yep.
If you're getting sponsored by somebody, we'll definitely talk about it.
Yep.
I can look it up on the old interwebs here, and I can bring up all sorts of information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what is a Cherry 2000?
Yeah, it's about interaction, right? Engagement, and stuff
Yeah.
like that. When I searched for Cherry 2000, the Key West looks right. When I searched for the Cherry 2000 on the internet, it brought up some movies called the Cherry 2000, which had a hot chick in it, but I don't know too much else.
I post drone videos when we're travelling, and one time I was travelling around a place called Virgin Rock, and I put that in the title, and it got so many hits on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that could be a community play. Go to all the sexually named places in the world. Go up to Dildo, Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Just put them in your keywords.
Yep.
Because when I was a film critic, so that's where Sizzling Popcorn comes from. So there was a movie, Zach and Miri Make a Porno. The review, I put it as Zach and Miri Make a No-No, because the review was to trash it. And I made sure to put the word porn in it all throughout. And I was getting hits from the Middle East, but they're only like about 1 second, because they'd show up looking for the porn. I didn't realize it was a movie review. There was nothing to see. I was laughing. Yeah, because back then it was like top 5 for most movie reviews. You look up a movie, I'd be there.
Really?
Because I would if I had a press screening or an advanced screening, I'd try to get the review. Technically, there would be an embargo until like Thursday night at midnight. But I would then take it as midnight Atlantic time, not Eastern time. So I'd be about an hour ahead. I get my stuff out onto the interwebs, and people can Google would already start indexing it.
There's a lot of movie reviewers that make good money on YouTube.
Yeah, well, I never did YouTube back then.
Yeah.
I don't even think YouTube was the YouTube we have right now. Twitter was like, when I started, Twitter wasn't really around. It was only towards the end. Twitter was just starting.
Wish Twitter still wasn't around.
Yeah.
How'd you get started in movie critiquing, Sizzler?
2003. 2008. I had watched 3 movies. Cloverfield. I think The Hunt Party, and a movie with Ben Stiller and his dad. And I didn't like all 3 of them, and I wanted to tell people about it. So then I started a blog, and I called it Valuable Movie Reviews. And I was gonna have like a 5-star system. 1 star would be on sexual content. So if there was none, it would get a full star. If there was like some, it would get like half a star. And then if there was a lot, it'd get no star. Same thing with language violence. And then 3 stars would be for the actual movie. So I showed my brother. It's like, what? He's like, no one's gonna care like how many F words are in the movie, or how many sex scenes, or they don't care. So I went back to the drawing board, and I saw there was Perez Hilton. He was doing some stuff in Hollywood, and I'm like trying to find some buzzwords, and then Blockbuster had I think Hot Buzz, and I'm like, I don't know, sizzling popcorn, and I just went with it. And I think it was maybe like a month later I actually realized what sizzling popcorn meant, because it was like sizzling, it's like hot off the press kind of news, and then popcorn, well, it was a variety of movie genres, and also popcorn is associated with movies, so together it just worked. And then I had created a rating system so that sizzling popcorn was a Oscar-worthy movie. Butter popcorn was you've got to see it in theaters. Popcorn was you should watch it. And then Kernel was a DVD rental. And burnt popcorn, don't even waste your time on it.
Dude.
So I actually brought that into the community where everyone starts off as a kernel, but if you're like a spammer, the spammers go into the burnt popcorn, and then popcorn and butter popcorn are like for supporters, like a Patreon or YouTube members. We're not at that point yet, but eventually we'll get there. So that's how it started. But I did that for just over a year. But when I started it was Oscar week of 2008, and my goal was to be at the Oscars in 2009. I had no clue how the hell I was going to get there, but that was my goal. And in the end, I met a screenwriter from Hollywood. She would have on her blog screenwriting exercises, so I would go there every week, do those exercises. And then I asked her, I said, like, how can I do that, like, get in? She said, well, you got to contact the Academy of Motion Pictures. And then I didn't get in because when I had to apply, it was like August. In August, I was probably now up to about 15,000 visitors a month. And I'm like, I know everyone's gonna need to have like a 100,000 or millions of viewers. So on my application, I put like 25,000. But by the time I actually got to the Oscar week, I had 65,000 visitors a month, and it was just growing exponentially. And so I applied, didn't get it, but I was able to get access to the red carpet throughout the week and all the press events, but just not the big night. So I had seen Wolfgang Puck during the food and beverage preview, so I could sample all the food that the Oscar winners would be eating. And I went to see, I interviewed the vice president of the vineyard providing the wine, and after talking to him, his publicist says, which outlet are you from? Sizzling Popcorn. Oh, Sizzling Popcorn. Yeah, I've heard of you. I'm like, what? It's like, yeah, like you're all over Google. Like, and I think why she saw me was because I had put a press release out about the movie Australia, and I think it was Jackson Triggs in the movie Australia. There was like some kind of a promotion. And so that was like top 5 on Google because it was on my the press release was on my website. So I think maybe that's where she saw me. But she's like, you're all over Google. And there was another person because then there was an Oscar screening party right across from from the Kodak Theater. Now it's Adobe, or I don't know what it's called now. But I decided, okay, well, I can either stay in my hotel and do a live blog, and live blog was like brand new at that point, or do I go to this Oscar screening party, pay $100, and network? So I go there, I have all of my business cards, like Sizzling Popcorn on it, and I'm like giving them out to everyone, you know, promoting myself. And then this woman, she, I give her my card. She's like, "Oh yeah, I've heard of you." I was like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, one of my friends is on the board," because it was like for a charity or something. And yeah, one of my friends is on the board and was mentioning about you. Like, oh, okay. So, but at the end of the night, I cabbed in, and it's like a war zone, like when you get there. Not a war zone, but like it's like you got helicopters, got SWAT teams, a big fences and everything for security. And I was looking out the window because I had to take a cab, and I'm thinking, like, when am I ever gonna get out of here? So this lady, she comes over, she's like, "Yeah, so how are you getting back to your hotel?" I said, "I'm taking a cab." "Oh yeah, you're gonna be waiting a long time to ever get a cab around here." So she said, "Where are you staying?" I said, "Sunset Boulevard." "Oh yeah, here, I can give you a ride, it's on the way." So then I find out she would get the rights to movies and then sell them to the airlines. Just one of my friends is the head of En Route magazine for Air Canada. You know, can you give me send me a pitch on how you can see yourself in En Route magazine? And I was like, holy smokes, like I could have did a pitch. But when I got home, it was like I had a big epiphany, and then I went from watching like 10-15 movies a week to like 2 in 6 months. But now, like, I don't watch movies much, and when I do, it's gotta be like something that's different. Can't be like I don't watch like the superhero movies, because I know pretty much exactly how it's gonna go. And because during that time I was at university, and I ended up taking a couple of film courses. And so with those film courses, I studied movies so much that it was like, I remember I was watching, it's not Sonic, it was Mega Man. Was it Mega Man, maybe? Movie? Something like that. But I remember I was in the theater watching it by myself, and I was like, there's 20 minutes left in this movie. And literally 20 minutes later, the movie's over. Like, I knew exactly where we were in the plot. So that's, for me, it's got to be a non-linear plot. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. That's kind of hard to be in a review, because like you pretty much have to like review basically everything that comes out.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time and a lot of writing, a lot of note taking.
Hey, did you see
Especially for a bunch of crap that might be, you know, not even worth your time.
Yeah.
So what did you move into after doing that?
Sorry?
What did you move into after doing that?
Yeah, I then met my wife, actually. But after that, I did some accounting, radio stuff. That was 2008 to 2009, and 2009 I would have been doing some bookkeeping at a radio station, and then moved into 2010. I then graduated from university the first time, so that I went into finance, banking. Then it was only just like 4 years ago I decided to go back to do accounting and to go after MBA and designation.
What happened to your hockey career?
My hockey career, that was done when I was like 5. Couldn't skate.
Couldn't handle the Timbits, eh?
Yeah, no, there was no Timbits back then. Not around here. Well, because I was in Ontario.
Ah.
But what was it? There was a time we were like in a hockey school, and I tripped my brother, and then he went and he ended up like still making the goal. But like I was so proud that I tripped my brother. We're like very competitive. We're like 11 and a half months apart.
Right.
So when I had my birthday last week, it ended like the 16 days of being twins. Because 11 and a half months younger. He's 11 and a half months younger than me.
You say you're twins?
No, everyone thought we were twins.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
2 weeks you're the same age.
well, yeah, because we're the same age for 16 days every year. So when I wish him a happy birthday, he says, "Thanks, twin." And then when he wishes me a happy birthday, I'm like, "Yeah, little bro." Yeah, I hate remakes. Yeah, remakes are bad. Or the movies that just keep coming back. Like Top Gun.
Yeah, it's probably one of the few movies I've watched twice.
Yeah, like Top Gun's great, a classic. But Top Gun 2, has that come out yet, or?
Not yet.
No, I've seen the trailers.
Yeah, I think I would still watch it. But
Oh,
if you,
for sure.
but if
Definitely
you-
watch it. I don't think it's gonna be amazing, but
yeah. If you
Hell
told me to watch like Iron Man or something, I'd be like, let's see ya. I know they're big popular movies, but for me,
yeah, they're all kind of samey.
yeah.
I get that.
You can tell me, Sizzling. I think it was in the 80s and maybe the 70s. In Australia, it was called Flying High. I think in America, it was called Aeroplane.
Airplane with
Yeah.
Leslie Nielsen.
Yes. And
Yeah.
I picked the wrong day to give up glue sniffing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We watched that in flight school for like a English class we had on the side, writing movie reviews. We watched Top Gun as well. I think we were supposed to write a movie review on Top Gun.
In flight school.
Yeah, it's a college course, so they throw in like a bunch of community college courses on the side, so
Oh,
you can
okay.
get a diploma out of it. So you had like basically like community college math, and physics, and English and stuff like that on the side. So we tried to keep everything aviation related. So we watched a couple movies in class. I think we all took a trip to the theater to go see Flight with Denzel Washington when it came out.
So did you start from scratch right through to what, commercial or what in the flight school?
Oh, what's that?
Did you start from scratch right through to commercial flight instructor, or how much did you do in flight school?
Oh, straight through. Yeah, I started from zero, PPL, night, commercial, multi-IFR instructor.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah.
And now I'm still working at that school.
How many years was that?
The course itself, for like getting your commercials, 2 years. The instructor took me a little longer. I was short on money at the time, so it took me about a year to finish the instructor. So it was about 3 years all said and done for everything, and then I've been working there for 6 years.
Really, really.
So when 2020 comes along, I'm like, I should probably write my ATPL exams and like get on with my life, and then global pandemic. Yeah. Kind of put a wrench in it. But still got a job anyway.
Yeah. I don't. Well, I do. This. No, this and taxes in February. I use this to promote my taxes, my tax services to Canadians.
I hear Trudeau wants to make tax filing or like do automatic tax filing for people now.
Like
So that might take a cut out of it, out of like H&R Block and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they don't want to do like automatic tax filing because apparently most people just don't file their taxes anyway.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So it's a big problem in the U.S. too, because I think a lot of
Trump.
Well, not that, but the tax organizations, like the ones that you pay to do your taxes, they lobby against having easier access to tax returns, so that they get more business.
That's correct.
Yeah.
In Australia here, the government, we've got an online system from the government, ATO, the Australian Tax Office. You just go online, fill it out, and send it in.
Yep.
Yep. Because
That's what they want to do here.
in the UK, I think it's all set up. They really don't have taxes to do for individuals.
In America, they made it so hard to do it. It's easy for me because I don't make that much money. But for like people they make it so hard for people to do that they allow these slimy companies to get in between you and the tax company, and you get to pay them an extra like $200 or $300, maybe $500 to file your taxes. Isn't that nice of them?
Yeah. Oh, Gun Pilot, the movie I was talking about came out in 2011, Snowtown.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The Snowtown murders.
Yeah. Put them in barrels and put them in old bank vault.
Yeah, because that was one of the worst mass killings or something.
No, it's only less than half a dozen killed there.
Jump change.
Huh.
No.
Well, American terms, yeah.
Port Arthur was our big one. There was 33, I think.
Okay.
That crazy bastard at Port Arthur, right? He goes into like this, it's like some kind of Civil War thing here in America. We have these like bases that are like Civil War things, right? So basically that's what it was, like an old war fort. And not only he shot some people before that, like I think his parents and some other people, right? Fun stuff. That's standard stuff for a murderer, right? So then he goes there and he shoots up this like restaurant. He goes into the restaurant and like shoots up everybody, all these old people and young people. And like when he shoots him, he like really makes sure he goes in and shoots him, afterwards. And like there were people that survived that talked about it. It was crazy. And then he tried to leave and he took a car and shoot people out there. And then on the way out, not the worst, but it was bad. But he shot this lady and her kids. Like she was like trying to get away and like hide behind a tree and shit. Like as worse as it could be.
Yeah.
And then he got away and he shot more people after that. And then so Australia was like, come on, dudes. Come on, man.
Yeah, his name was Martin Wright, and what you were talking about, Big Dinger, is it was one of the first penal settlements when people got shipped out from England to Australia. It's an old
okay.
penal settlement.
Oh, a penal setting. Okay, here what that looked like to me was like some kind of fort that we fought off people with earlier in our days here in America.
No, it was a convict settlement.
Okay, very interesting. Yeah, I forgot you Australians were started by a bunch of convicts. Jeez. Wow. Nice history, dude.
Yeah,
The
you've
U.S.
got-
has the highest percentage of population in the prisons right now.
Oh, it's something crazy. It's something crazy. You've got a huge percentage of your population in prison, much more than any other country per capita.
And we listen. I love America. I was in the military here. You know, I fought for America and good stuff. But we have a lot to learn. We are only, a couple 100 years old, and we think we freaking know everything. We're like the new kid on the block that's like blowing up their credit and buying Corvettes. But
The
we could
American
learn a
dream.
lot from- Yeah, I've been to Europe and I've been to a lot of other places, and we could learn a lot from a lot of other people, man. It's unfortunate that that we've got a lot of weirdos here, I guess. I don't know.
I think we're gonna get there and it'll be dark. It'll just be dark. We'll check out the lighting. Well, I guess you guys. I'll check out the lighting on the ORBX Airport.
Let's say the screens in the TBM are super, super bright. Can't dim them at all.
I do not think every other light in the thing is dimmable, and you can turn on a flashlight and all sorts of cool stuff, but those screens are crazy bright.
Yeah. Like the G1000s have a mod where you can dim them. These ones I don't think you can yet. I think there's a mod you can get where you can dim them. I think there's a TBM mod. I should probably check that out sometime. This is a nice little plane to just buzz around in. Not too bad.
Oh, did you see
Yeah,
the?
Tom.
Did you see the military jet? They just came to refuel me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the KC-135 over there.
Yeah.
Yes, Sizzling, talking of Snowtown, we camped overnight there last year.
You what last year?
We camped there overnight in our RV
Oh,
at Snowtown.
and okay, wow. But not when that happened.
Oh no, that was a long time ago.
Yeah. But that's just north of Melbourne.
No, Adelaide, north of Adelaide.
Oh, okay, Adelaide. Okay.
We go away for about 4 to 5 month trip every winter. This is the first year I've had winter because we're in lockdown.
Yeah.
Haven't had a winter since 2009, and this year I'm really feeling it.
Would you be on lockdown from the Democrat hoax from America? It's not really. It's weird. The entire world is in on the hoax for us. That's crazy.
But what amazes me is there's over 200,000 dead, and Fauci says there'll be 400,000 by the new year in America. In Australia, we're locked down and we've got 5 cases per day.
5 cases.
Yeah.
I go to the store here and I'm wearing my mask, and I see many, many, many people not wearing even a mask. It's I guess I think you can boil it down in America to, it appears as if we value personal freedom over the good of the many. And that is not the Star Trek way.
Yeah.
Well, I take a very simple look at it. I'd rather wear a mask and a ventilator.
Yep.
So right, dude. So right. I wear a mask all the time. My company provides us with masks. They're very cool about it. They understand this is a big deal. There literally is a divide here. If you see somebody wearing not a mask, I guarantee they are voting for Trump. They're Republican. It's insane.
Well, I got to tell you, tomorrow I've been 200 days at home.
Gonna have a celebration.
Yeah.
200 days at home.
200 days without
It's a
leaving the
milestone.
front gate.
Wow.
It's a serious deal, man.
Yeah.
You got to be really careful. You said that you were 69. You definitely need to be careful.
Yeah.
We all need to be.
Yeah, I would
Sorry,
just go rent a plane, just go fly out to the bush and just stay there.
There you go. Oh, I'm icing up, fellas. I'm icing up.
You're icing up?
You actually have weather? I haven't had
Well,
weather this entire time.
Yeah, I have clear skies.
Yeah, me too.
I must have said it different than you guys.
Are you on live weather?
I don't know, but all you gotta
No.
do is turn on the
All you gotta do is pop on the de-ice.
the animation is cool. Come on.
Oh, it's great. It's fantastic.
I-
It develops a bit too quickly, but it's really cool.
I bet some Americans think that that guns will kill the virus. That's
Have to
the-
have a
What
full.
was that? It was like a couple years ago when like Hurricane Irma was coming, and a whole group of people went out and started shooting their guns towards the ocean,
Virus could be
like in a
killed
serious attempt to do something.
with a fully automatic gun. You have to, it's got to be fully auto, and then it will kill the virus. It's really small, so you got to get it.
I thought bleach injections did it.
Dude, it's frightening. It is frightening. I could only imagine what other countries looking at us could think. I could only imagine. I swear
we're
the
concerned.
people here. No, listen. The majority of people here are controlled by a louder minority. I think that's what's occurring.
But we look at the U.S. as, oh yeah, the U.S. is way worse than us, but actually, just the last 2 days in Quebec and in Ontario, a big spike in positives, and now the Quebec government, they're in 3 regions like Montreal and 2 other regions. They're cracking down. They're going to a red state. To the bars, restaurants, they all have to close for 28 days, and you shouldn't go into the office to work. Try to work remotely, but kids still go to school, still do your kids' sports. Kids keep your daily life going on, but adults, don't go to work. But the kids are going to spread this to other kids and then take it home. Like, doesn't make any sense.
It's a difficult policy decisions for people that are in charge to make because it's crazy stuff. It's hard for people to know.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's a hard decision. You just don't have to be a sociopath. Up north in Canada, they're getting $2,000 a month per person. In Germany, they're getting like $8K a month in different countries and shit like that. What do we get? $600 one time. Means tested. I make too much money to get shit of that. So, I mean, fuck, America's it's a farm, corporations own the farm, and the fucking politicians oversee the place.
Yeah.
Here,
Just watch your language on YouTube.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
We're live
Live.
here with the Flight Simulator political discussions. Let's go.
All right, so quick little story. Listen, so I live in what's called a duplex, right? So it's like one big that's separated into 2 here. And I share a porch and everything. And on the other side is my dad. I actually got my dad to move into the other side. It's really cool. He's like 70-something years old. So on my side of the porch, I've got a big Joe Biden or a Biden-Harris 2020. And I'm not kidding that he has all of the Trump signs on his side. So
I
listen,
swear I saw like a picture of that on the internet the other day.
dude,
You
it could,
like doing the same thing.
could be my home. I'm not even kidding you. People stop at my house all the time. I have a good security system where I have these cameras. I can see everybody all the time. Even right now, I can look out right side. But I see people stopping all the time. They get out with the camera and they take a picture. I go out there and I wave at them and say, hey, But it's craziness, dude.
So much polarization in politics nowadays.
I haven't said a word to my brother or my father since April 11th. This shit. This stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, I yell at my dad. We get in all these arguments, but then I tell him at the end, I say, dude, I love you so much. We're having dinner tomorrow. stop making your dog go duty on my lawn, and let's, you know.
Yeah. This is democratic land.
Exactly. That's just like a Republican to have his dog, you know, do his business on the Democrats' lawn. I gotta pick it up.
Lights fading.
Yeah. You should convert your dad's dog over to the Democrat.
Listen, my dad is like a level 3 Trump supporter. So for the other day,
How many levels are there?
that level 3 is top. He posted the other day that it's straight up, and I'm not kidding. I'm glad there's some Canadians here to hear this. He said there is no Antifa in Canada, okay? And he has a picture of all these fires that have happened in California and all over the United States, right? And he says this is not natural, this is an attack. So all these fires have been started, according to him, by the Antifa people, but not up in Canada because there is no Antifa in Canada. I'm sure you Canadian folks know that there is some sort of Antifa there, that the group is there as if it's anywhere, I guess. I don't know.
So I'm pretty sure we have forest fires just like everybody else does every
Yep.
year.
Yeah.
Maybe the fires are from, like, it's getting warmer and hotter and dry winds and maybe forest management and, like, the electric companies and stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's totally, and no
They're
matter
not
what,
raking the forests enough.
I know. So check it out. Listen, on some of his posts on the internet, he says these crazy things, and I put the actual facts underneath it and say, Dad, I love you so much. Here is what the real deal is, that, you know, it's not started by Antifa. And you know what he does? Instead of deleting his thing, he deletes my comments. And I said, dude, you're a weirdo, man.
Yeah, well, there's a saying, don't let the facts get in the way of a good story.
He says it fits his narrative. He said that. I know he was joking, but he was serious at the same time. What a weirdo. I love my dad, but what a weirdo.
That's just kind of sad.
I figure at this point, anybody who still supports Trump is because he hates who they hate. End of story.
What's the
No.
consensus? Is he going to win?
Listen, all the polls and stuff are saying that he's going to lose, and not just lose, but lose miserably. Okay, but the polls said that last time, almost identically. So it is very frightening. I have to hope that some of the people. So he has this like 35-40% of people here in America that will vote for him no matter what. Even if he literally shoots somebody in the street, they'll vote for him. It's not a big deal. But and then there is the Democrats, the other half of America that is going to vote for the other guy no matter what, right? But there's this other group of independents that last time went with him because they hated this lady Hillary Clinton, okay? But this time, this guy Joe Biden, there's not much to hate about the dude. I mean, he's old and stuff like that, but he's not a bad guy. It's hard to get to hate him, you know what I mean?
Thanks, Bing Digger.
So, hey, you have a chance?
There's not a lot to like about it, but there's not a lot to hate about it.
Hey, listen, he's not 69. I mean, that's young. This guy's in his 70s.
79.
69 is young.
Yeah, I think he's like
69 is young, gun pilot.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that?
I said 69 is young, gun pilot. This guy, he's old. He's in his 70s. Come on.
Oh, I found the picture, Bing Dinger. I'll send it to you.
I remember 4 years ago, I was I had gone back to school full time, and in one class, the prof says, "Okay, election night's tonight. Who here thinks Hillary's gonna win?" Pretty much everyone in the class lifts up their hand. Who thinks that Trump's gonna win? I said, "Okay, can I just have a clarification? I don't have to like him or like any of his policies, but just think that he's gonna win." He's like, yeah, that's him. I lifted up my hand, and two other guys, the girl in front of me, she turned around. She's like, "How dare you? Yeah, he's such a womanizer." Blah blah blah. I'm like, I didn't say I would vote for him. I just said I think he's gonna win tonight. And then the next week, I'm like, "Hey, Prof. So do I get 5% extra on this course?" No, I can't do that.
American
Yeah.
politics is just absurd. I mean, 350 million people. We got these two guys can't come up with anything better.
Yeah.
What percentage of the population actually vote?
Roughly around 50%. Our highest time, this is crazy, our highest time is like 60% or something. It should be a law that we have to vote. This is crazy. It should be a day off that we get. The politicians here are trying to make it harder to vote. That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, in Australia it's compulsory both at council level, state level and federal level.
But we live in a nation where schools literally teach children that science must be wrong, where it conflicts with religion. That's down south, all over the place down south.
Yeah, we got some issues here. America will be back to help you guys in a little bit. Just stand by.
Stand by.
If anything goes wrong for right now, I don't know. Maybe the UK can help. I don't know. I'm
Hey.
sorry.
I saw a meme today. It was the whole world is wishing this for 2020, and it's from The Simpsons, where they have like a bubble over the city of Springfield. Well, doing that over the U.S. There you guys go. We don't want to hear it.
I love how his taxes dropped. He paid $750 taxes last year.
Yeah, I saw that. Jeez.
Yeah.
Is Bing Dinger, did you see that picture I sent you?
Where are we at on?
I sent you a personal message on Discord. See if that's your house or not.
No, that is not my house. I love it though. That is almost identical, man. But the funny thing on my side, listen, this is the microcosm of America. You ready? On my side, I have 3 pieces of wood up there, right? And I have them painted with my best rendition of the Biden-Harris 2020. And on his side, he has all the professionally bought signs. That's right, baby. Homegrown. I don't know.
No.
My birdie bros, they can all go. somewhere.
Listen, that guy Bernie Sanders is the only one that had the closest to right, is that these ultra rich dudes are pulling all the strings and laughing when we get into fights about racial stuff and this and that, and they're laughing their way to the bank. And as you can see from Don's taxes, so this is the messed up thing in America. So 50% of people do not pay taxes here in America because they don't make enough money, and I understand that. God bless them. I don't want them to pay anything. So that's the 50% of the low people. The ultra rich apparently don't pay taxes because they make so much money they can write it all off and do tricks and stuff like that. So who leaves it to, I got to pay for the schools? I don't make that much. That's craziness. The middle people have to do it all. End of rant.
Look at Jeff Bezos, man. His trucks are tearing up the roads every day. And he's like lining his, probably got like underground banks and stuff.
Listen, here in America, we just want attention. That's what we're doing this.
2016 is the first time I've ever sat up and watched the whole vote count in America. and I saw the swing and I couldn't believe it.
Mm.
It was a weird one. All the polls said it was going the other way. They said later that they think that the Trump people were maybe not Trump people, but these middle voters were literally scared to say that they would vote for this guy, like publicly.
A lot of people just did not like Clinton. There's too much history with the Clintons.
Yeah, dude, they did an assassination on this lady Hillary Clinton. This lady was a senator. She was the wife of a president, so the first lady or whatever you call it. She was the Secretary of Defense or something. Or, I'm sorry, Secretary of State or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they did an attack on this lady. It was perfect for their side, but it was crazy, man. I don't know if she was that bad. My dad thinks they have this thing called the Clinton body bags, where the Clinton family kills people.
Oh, they definitely have a body count, man.
See, I don't know. That's a weird thing. The body bag that they're killing people. I don't know.
There's a documentary on YouTube called The Mena Connection. It talks about how the CIA funded a guerrilla war in Nicaragua by flying cocaine to the United States and giving it on consignment to street dealers.
I like the idea of all that. I'm with that.
Well, one of the operations base was in Mena, Arkansas. Rich Mountain Aviation was run by Barry Seal. Clinton was involved. There's a cover-up.
Trent, you see that?
Yeah, I'm on it.
You play this on the i5, 6 gigabytes of RAM.
That would be rough.
There, Trent to the rescue. Minimum configurations.
That would be a rough play there, MC220.
Yeah, it's 6. Never mind.
Yeah, if that's a laptop, you know,
Yeah.
use it for something else. If that is a desktop, let's get some more RAM in there, dude. Done deal, man. Let's double up. I would get at minimum 16 gigs of RAM in that thing.
Yeah, I got a 4 beside that 6. 64. I got a little too much.
Nah,
Here's
I got
another
16. This works just fine.
Yeah, 16 is good, and 64, there's not too much RAM that you can have, dude. That means you can do all sorts of stuff at the same time since you're streaming and showing other stuff. That's perfect.
Nicely with the RAM too, you got a lot. You can go in the config file and you can turn your LOD up past the maximum from like the object detail and terrain detail. You can put that to like 300 to 400 up to like 900%.
For what?
Makes the game look crazy. The you know in the graphics option, your terrain and object detail, which increases your render distance. You can go in the user config file in the Flight Simulator folder.
Okay.
You can change the numbers in there and you can increase it over the max.
Wow.
It eats up a lot of memory, but it's good for like screenshots and stuff. I played around with it a little bit. It wasn't very smooth for me though.
One of those sliders enables samples and super sampling AA too. If you go over like a 100%.
Sizzling question for you. How do you get that strip display above your video?
This is Fly Live Studio. It's free.
Oh, okay.
And then it picks up everything. I have to input the 1S2 KBCE, but it already has it in a database, so then it knows exactly how far it is, and then it picks up everything else. And so the ETA there is the real life, like real life Zulu time. Yeah, when I got, sometimes I'll have the sim running, I'll have Photoshop running, and I'll have Adobe Premiere running all at the same time. and there's no lag. The only time where I find lag is when I start to work with some files in Premiere Pro and I start making some cuts. Sometimes it's fine, other times it just slows right down.
Yeah,
Might be
all
a
over.
cache.
I just run OBS and I'm watching you on the YouTube stream and the sim. That's all I run.
Yeah.
Oh, on Discord now.
Yeah, Discord, are you on your PC now, or is this still off your mobile?
No, on the PC. I just didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Talked to my grandson yesterday. In half an hour, he sorted me out. He plays about 12 hours a day in games.
Yeah,
He wants to be a game developer,
okay.
along with probably another 100 million other kids.
Yeah, tell him, does he want to live on craft dinner the rest of his life?
That's why I was trying to get him into aviation, but it wasn't for him.
Yeah.
Oh, so he could live on craft dinner for the rest of his life.
Well, craft dinner there too. Like we're,
Well, up to this year, if you got your HEPL, you're looking pretty good. There was a scarcity of airline pilots.
Yeah.
Apparently, other pilots get money. I don't know what you're doing, dude.
GA is pretty terrible.
Yep.
that's Salt Lake on the left, on the east.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is. Pretty dark over there right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can't see anything on the stream.
I'm about probably 15 miles behind.
Are you purposefully playing Last Man Charlie?
No, I just can't seem to get the same ground speed as everybody else is. I've got too much fuel.
Oh, I'm stuck on this because
Stuck on what?
on this time because I put
Well, you were in like live.
yeah, but I added Gun Pilot to a group, so now I'm stuck on this.
Whoopsies.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
time to learn how to land at night.
You and me.
But it's fine, but it's just on the stream. Can't really
We're going to a pretty small airport, aren't we?
Yeah, it's a tiny airport.
Oh, hopefully it has lights or reflectors anyway.
Let me check Navigraph.
If not, you can just use your synthetic vision, which is glaringly bright right now.
Yeah, my flashlight works.
Actually saw a mod where you can turn your flashlight red.
Gotta find a name that makes everybody's traffic names smaller.
I can send you a link for that. Actually, I saw one on the forums.
Notice that when I fly in European servers, my tail numbers show up and everybody else's does, but in United States servers, at least the East Coast, the tail numbers most of them
I've never flown on the other servers. Maybe once in the. In pre-release, it picked me up on Northern Europe. I think it thought I was Scandinavian.
Huh.
Oh, this is really bright. I tried to put my USB in, but it won't work.
On the USB port? Yeah, it's probably an op. It's not on the minimum equipment list.
Yeah.
Where was that tag mod? Ah, there it is. Smaller, better nameplates for traffic.
Thank you.
Throw a link in there, and in general, you can have a look at that. There's a few options the guy made. Pretty good. It's like editable too. I'm not quite sure 100% how to change things up, but someone did it. Like, I was trying that last week during the community event, and I used the newest one he made, and I ran into some weird lag, and I don't know if it was related to that mod or not, but I removed it. So I'm not 100% sure if it might cause some issues or not, so you're bound to be very... But it's easy to remove anyway, if you have any issues.
If I get straight A's for first semester, I get premium deluxe, but I'm worried my PC won't work. Maybe ask for a new PC first. You get straight A's in your first semester. Then second semester, then get the premium deluxe.
Just try it on Game Pass.
Yeah. Because Game Pass, isn't there like a deal? Like $1 or something at first? The trial?
Yeah, for the first month.
Yeah, okay. I almost feel like I'm gonna hit this mountain. Might just scrape it.
It looks like you're flying through the saddle.
Oh, yeah. Right between the two. Just in the valley. Watching from work in Sweden. Nice. Do you know Lars? He's from Sweden. Hey, do you know Trent from Canada? Yeah, I do. Wow. It's like, yeah. I remember I went... Sorry?
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, funny story. I was over in a bar in Times Square in New York back in 1992. And I was chatting to some guys there, and one says, believe it or not, he says, do you happen to know this guy in Australia? And I did.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
He played in the same football team that I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because
Big world and simultaneously a small world.
I was Times Square by myself, and I said, oh, I really want to go to the Olive Garden. I'm going to go to the Olive Garden now that I'm here. So I get in, it's packed. They said, here's your little coaster thing with the lights. We got your name on the list. Just go upstairs to the bar, wait, and we'll call you. So as I'm about to go up the stairs, I look back and I see these two ladies, like, probably like mid-50s or so, and I'm like, wait a second. I think I know one of the two ladies. It's like my dad's coworker's wife. I went down and she was talking to the host, So I talked to the other lady. I said, "Hey, are you both from Cornwall, Ontario?" Yeah. And then once the lady turned around, she saw me. She recognized me. It was like weird. So then I ended up they said, "Oh yeah, come eat with us." So I had lunch or supper with them, and at the end I wanted my share of the bill, and the lady says, "No, don't worry about it." She says, "For all the things your dad has done for my husband, I'll take care of your bill." Because he would buy parts for his motorcycle from the U.S., have them shipped to our cottage in the U.S., and then he would drive over with his bike, put them on, and then cross the border. So he would pay less, no duties, and less than what he would buy it in Canada for. So I was like, all right, sure.
It's awesome.
And-
Burden. Used to ride motorcycle track days for like 20 years. For racing.
All right there, Popcorn. According to YouTube, you've got 10 likes. I know we're getting close to the landing, so...
Time to barrel roll into that mountain that's 500 feet low.
Yeah.
It's dark enough out here now without getting a black screen.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. You can't see. It looks like I'm driving like the Dark Knight's plane.
Oh, listen, and you have to do it from inside the cockpit. I have my, I'm on day here. I'm not in the group, so
Yeah.
beautiful, sunny out here to me. I'll see you whatever you do. So you're good.
I always try to fly at dawn or dusk. I just like the way it looks.
Yeah.
Look at the sky now, all the stars.
That new Key West Airport, man. When you're out there,
Oh.
the stars are crazy at night.
Zanet, thanks for the sub. It's the first one I see. I just
Oh, you got a
Start-
little tag for it now.
yeah, started that
Yeah,
tonight.
cool.
Yeah, he said he's watching us from Sweden now. Cool, right?
Yeah, no, I got the when you sub now, it'll show up on the screen. Sub or donate. Because it was on it was on the other day, but for some reason, I think they have to sub and actually be watching. Because I had two people sub the yesterday, and nothing ever showed up. So I think they have to sub and actually Saturday. Saturday is a good time for you. Because on Saturday, because we have community events Friday night at 11 p.m. GMT. But once a month on a Saturday, I'm doing it earlier, so for the Europeans, and that happens to be this weekend. Maybe I should just do the Japan over again, but in reverse order.
Definitely earlier. I'm up at 4 a.m. to fly Japan.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, 4 a.m. Are you talking about tomorrow?
Yeah, the Japan flight, 4 a.m. Melbourne time.
Yeah, but community event. You can fly with me tomorrow.
All right.
Because that's a long haul, and then Friday's at 9 a.m. your time.
When does that drop to Japan?
Tomorrow.
Oh wow, man! I gotta work for the next 3 days around the clock.
Yeah, that's why tomorrow I'm doing a long haul. I was planning on doing a long haul flight, and I was like, hey, Japan's coming out. Might as well go visit Japan. So tomorrow I'm going to see all 6 airports, but then on Friday, the community event, we'll try to incorporate a couple of the airports and the landmarks.
Curious to see what some of the landing challenges will be, the new ones.
Sorry?
Curious to see what the new landing challenges will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got here from Kushiro to Shimojima. Where's it going? Live in 15 hours, September 30th, 4 a.m. here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's just a regular flight, like tonight's kind of deal. So you can join any of the streams, but I've got something planned for Friday night or Saturday morning at 9 a.m. for you. But yeah, you can join. You can join tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm doing in the longitude. Because
I'll be there.
yeah, because going from the north right down to the south.
So there's nothing up on YouTube re Friday's flight.
No, nothing yet. I gotta make my my thumbnail. I think I'm just gonna take another picture from Microsoft and then add. Maybe I'll add Japan in Japanese.
Yeah, I like the thumbnail. It looks good.
Yeah. So it's like I need like a Japan type of font, and that paintbrush font looks nice.
Yes, I use that quite a bit.
I do all my emails like that. Imagine that.
Take a while to read them.
Yeah. Yeah, Zenit, so we'll find a flight at some point. Be able to fly. I was going to say Trondheim, but that's the next country over, Norway. I haven't seen any payware for Sweden yet. But it'll happen. Good thing is my weather is clear and I got the moonlight. It's not a full moon yet, but very close to it. Zonk Nim. It's at 31,000.
Nice, way up there.
Making any predictions on a smoother landing? It's not possible.
Oh yeah, I guess you could do that.
Exciting and whatnot, right? I wanted to be the streamer.
I wanted to put FPS, but it's FPM. Yeah, I've gone there a few times. I've got Allison Vigra. Gotta watch when you say that. You can make a mistake in the pronunciation. And Trondheim. Both really nice airports. Trondheim is Aerosoft, and Allison is ORBX. And then Copenhagen is also nice, down in Denmark. That's by Fly Tampa.
Zell AMC is nice too.
Yeah, Zell MC, yeah.
I think they have like the Austrian sailplane competition in that area every year.
Someone's gonna beat me in that landing challenger. I'm gonna feel bad.
Won't be me.
I sound like Napoleon Dynamite? What? Yeah. You weirdos on here. Oh, same longitude. Nice. Oh, wow. I don't know if you can see, you can barely see that in the stream, but it, all of a sudden a little bit of like red, and then all of a sudden it just glows. It's like a UFO sighting here. It's just,
yeah,
it's just
right.
the,
Just glitching out a little bit. The edge of the sun.
That's no glitch, man.
no, not that. It's the fire, the forest fire. It's the wind turbines.
Oh, okay.
Because they all have the red light. We're in Amsterdam, the red light district.
It's a horrible thing. COVID shut that down. Jeez.
Let's see.
Sun
Looks like
froze up for a little
we're,
bit there.
We're 18, 20 minutes out, something like that.
Yeah, about that. 224.
Yep.
Yeah, 18 minutes.
When do we start coming down from 11,000?
Good question.
Because we can't see much up here.
Yeah. Well, according to the world map, there was an RNAV 2-1 approach.
Let me put the ISO line map on.
Elevation's
Hold
at
on.
7590. So we really don't have to go down too much.
Hey, so what on the stream? What is that red to the off right? Again, I'm doing this during the day. Is that the fires or something? What is that?
No, the windmills, the wind power. They all have a red light on them so that the planes don't crash into them. I saw this a long time. Like at first, I was like, "What is this?" And then I zoomed in with the drone one time, and I was like, "Oh." And I think there's a flashing light, and I think that could be the airport. Because we're really not that far away.
Talking about drones and windmills, I was flying a Mavic one time, and I was over the top of a windmill, and I'm looking down straight at the top of it and saying, I must have the zoom on the camera because I look fairly close. Next minute, bang, a blade hit me and knocked it out of the sky. Oh dear. I looked up because I was looking down the screen. I looked up and all I saw was just saw the body arcing down to the ground.
Yeah.
So a slightly expensive mistake.
Yeah, Mavic in Australia is about $2,300 if you buy the combo pack.
About a year ago, I got that Mavic Pro or something like that. Man, that thing is so cool. I don't fly it by windmills though, by the way.
So we're gonna land at runway 3, and that's 7590, 7,590 feet above sea level.
So we got 3 and 21. Okay, roger that.
So what's the the code for the airport? Is that U55 or KBCE?
KBCE.
Yeah, I
I'm
can't
gonna
bring that
load
up.
the RNAV 2.1 approach. Try that out.
In my VFR map, I can't actually explode KBC enough to actually see the runways.
KBCE.
Yeah, Kilo
Yeah.
Bravo Charlie Echo.
Yeah, I can't get it past the blue diamond, the blue pyramid.
It only has one runway. You'll be fine. Just get down there and get in it.
I'm still 69 nautical miles away.
Guess I'll be joining base for left hand on the 03.
Oh, the flashing light was a different airport. That was MLF.
Yeah, I'm behind you, showing 70 nautical miles out, 14 ETA. But I'm also showing some definite hills up in this area, so I don't know if I'm getting too low until I get closer.
Yeah.
That'll be a good chance to do your barrel roll, Sizzler. Just barrel roll
Yeah,
down.
we are waiting on that, by the way. I forgot.
We're waiting for 15. We're at
Oh,
10.
it was 10. It was 10.
Oh, it's
Make
10.
momentum
Nah.
now.
Do not do this to your public, dude. And we're at 11 right now. 9 people watching.
I don't even know if I can do it this low.
Oh, the excuses have begun.
Don't fall for peer pressure.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, thank you, Jiminy Cricket. What did Pinocchio say? Was it like?
No idea.
Yeah, I can't remember. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie since I was wee little.
Yeah. Yeah, Matthew, you can see the on the stream. You can see just the rows now of the red lights.
Oh, cool. So it looks like that at a distance.
Yeah, so if you're flying at night, don't freak out. It's not an alien.
Oh yeah, they're by 5 o'clock. Quite good.
Yeah.
And those are windmills?
Yeah.
Don't they know those kill birds? What the?
Hey,
Maniac.
hey, they're all across your country.
Come on, guys.
My brother sold his farm because the farmer next door put windmills along his ridge top.
Yeah.
And why did that disturb him? The sound or the sight or the what?
Oh yeah, the sound is something terrible. It just goes right through you. It's constant.
I did not know. I don't live near it.
Yeah, my wife's cousin, he used to work on them, like installing them, and he stopped. But yeah, you get sick from hearing that, like the motion stuff. Although, like when he's working on one, it's turned off, obviously.
Well, listen, our bad for trying to get energy for free. We're sorry.
We're big into solar in Australia. Most households have solar panels on their roofs.
Makes sense. It's pretty passive, you know.
Hmm. One more ridge to get over, then I think I'm going to start to let down.
I think I'm gonna wait till I pass this brown spot. Once I pass that brown spot, because I think I'd hit the top. The good thing is around this airport, there's no mountains like right there, so you got like some clearance to like do a turnaround or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's probably a safe move. I think I'll do the same. Just circle down.
But there, right after this city, there should be another like mountain range, and then an opening. Can you play with the lights on, please? I can't see anything. I remember it's going from like Chicago to Miami. The guy comes on the stream. Okay. I'm like, dude, it's live weather, and right now it's dark, so it's gonna be like that. We're gonna go over some light.
I hope this airport's got runway lighting.
Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah, it does.
Now there's a question maybe Trent can answer. Is there any of the runways that in the flight sim that have PAL, pilot activated lighting?
Nope. I don't think any flight sims have actually managed to have working PCLs ever.
Does that mean you turn on the lights from the airplane?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you like you
Radio.
click the radio 5 times or 7 times to turn on the lights.
Oh,
It stays
I
on
love
for
it.
15 minutes. Yeah,
We have a lot of those in Australia.
and a lot of those in Canada. A lot of just small airports with not a lot of traffic,
No
so
idea.
save some money. They're very good when they work.
Some add-ons didn't do that for the Burt.
Yeah, no, I've never seen any add-ons for any sim have pilot-controlled lighting. So it would be a really cool feature,
Yeah.
but I've never seen it. If it does exist, then let me know. So I have not seen it yet. Because it would be nice, because most of the time, like, you know, flying in the sim, you can see every single airport that has lights on, because they're glaringly bright all the time, but in real life it's not like that, unless you're going into really big airports.
Oh, it'd be cool in the outback. You fly along, it's just dark as, and just hit your radio button, and all of a sudden they flash in front of you. It's
Yeah,
great.
exactly. Looking for the airport, like, where is it? Click, 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 click. Ah,
Yeah.
there it is.
Then you can make a video where you're like doing like a light show. Did you press like the pause button?
No, just slowed right down.
Wow.
Sounded good when you zipped over the top of me.
Yeah. Xanet has never heard of PCL before.
We call it PAL, pilot activated lighting.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
PAL there, it's PCL in the States, and it's RCAL here. Which is for aircraft, where is it? Yeah, aircraft remote controlled aerodrome lighting.
Sounds like a glorified garage door opener.
Yeah, basically.
You're right.
Yeah.
Punch the right code in the radio, press your button 3 times, and up they come, hopefully.
Yep. So 2 different modes, Type K and Type J. J is 5 times on, stays on for 15 minutes, no intensity changes. Type K, where you can adjust the intensity with 3 clicks of your mic, 5 clicks of your mic, or 7 clicks of your mic for low, medium, and high. You gotta make sure you click it again when you're on final, that way you're in the flare and it doesn't turn off on you.
I was flying to a place called Birdsville, outback Australia, famous for its Birdsville races. I was coming in at night, and they'd had a power outage and generator gone, so no lights. So in the end, what we end up doing, we got a whole lot of cars to line up both sides of runways, those markers, with the lights on.
Yep.
Come on, that was from a movie, buddy. You kidding
No,
me?
it's true.
Did that?
That happens all the time, actually.
That's true.
Jeez, dude.
So there was an article like about a month ago, and I don't know if it was Northern Canada or Alaska, where they had a medevac flight trying to come into a small airport, and the lights wouldn't work at the airport, so all the townsfolk just came out with their trucks and stuff and lined up the runway with the lights so the pilot could see it.
There's very few controlled airports in Australia. It's mostly CTAF.
Yep. Yeah, same here. Yeah, you guys are pretty close to the airport now. I'm just being a good boy and flying the RNAV.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the ISO map on. I've got 1 ridge to go.
Yeah, popcorn's right behind him.
Yeah.
ATC's yelling at me.
Oh yeah.
Please expedite your climb to 15,000 feet. Like, nah, bruh, you should have cleared me for an approach like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't call him bra. They don't go for that.
Okay, out of autopilot.
What? Out of order?
No, so I'm going out of autopilot.
Okay. But maybe it doesn't have lights in the default. I don't know.
Gonna find out.
I know I've got lights because I tested on the review.
I'm descending into black.
I see gun pilot diving into the ridge there.
Yep. I'm flying the ISO map. Actually, you get down low enough, you actually make out the terrain.
This is getting exciting.
Oh, there's Waldo.
Can you see me there? Can you?
See you?
Yeah, I can see
How
you.
close? How close to the train am I?
I'm a little far back to see that.
You're on my left screen, so it's distorted.
I think I'll stay right a bit so I can do a left base turn on the final. Yep. Airport in sight.
Nice.
Yeah, we're supposed to come in on 3. That's the side with the buildings and stuff.
Yeah, could be.
Can't see runway lighting at the moment.
It's good we have Gunpilot to recon out the landing area for us.
Oh, I just realized that that is the airport.
Landing gear.
I got the end of the runway.
Sizzling diving in. Looks like he's on the right path.
Turning final, guys.
You guys are studs for bringing this in at night.
Airspeed.
All right, put in your feet per minute. Gonna pop up on the screen once I land.
Jeez, I don't see any lights there, Popcorn.
Yeah. On final, they're there.
Yeah, I see. Right? Yes, time.
The stream's a little blurry for me. It's just me.
Short final.
And yeah, there's only 2 populates here.
Oh yeah, it's fully lit. Thin runway though.
Stall.
And I'm safely down.
$156. Alright, that landed in the grass.
Were you behind me?
Yeah,
Ah. Yeah, I landed right on. I landed right on Mena keys.
I'm landing right now. Trent's circling the airport or something.
No, I'm doing an IFR approach for the opposite runway.
Just to
That's
be
the only IFR.
conservative.
That's the only IFR approach that was available. Just proceeding direct to the final approach fix now. The long approach that takes you through the ridge.
There's no terminal here, is there?
Yeah. If you at the end of the runway, go left, then you can taxi all the way back. For you, I think it's just a building, like one single building.
Ah.
All right, Trent, show us how it's done.
I think I might come off and put the drone up and watch Trent.
Yeah.
I've never landed the TBM before, so we'll see.
Excuses, excuses.
TBM 930 landing speed. Google. 85 knots. All right, got it.
So are you coming in on 21, Trent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. I'm looking the wrong way.
Oh yeah, you're looking at 3.
Yep. Yeah, got you now. I'm thinking, where is he?
Alright, visual with the runway now anyway. Switch off the autopilot.
Oh, I'm sitting right next to the piano keys to watch this come in. Looks like Bing Ding is going to be the first one in.
Yeah.
Actually, Sizzling, I think flying at night actually added a little bit of flavour to the flight.
Yeah, it does. Keeps things interesting.
Yeah, the last 5 minutes you had to sort of watch what you were doing.
Yeah, you can't just ILS approach it or something.
I tried getting the AI pilot to do a landing in one of the Papua New Guinea strips. He could not do it.
He couldn't even land for me at the Hollywood Burbank. Couldn't even take off. Whoa, flying in.
Lots of strip.
it's at Hollywood Burbank. I wanted it to take off for me. Then I could use the drone to get some footage. But it just went for a straight left and going through all the buildings. I was like, what? That's not AI pilot.
Yeah, I was doing the same thing in Papua New Guinea, trying to get a couple of screenshots.
Yeah. Bing Dinger's all the way back at the end of the runway. They haven't shown up yet. It's coming in for...
Did you go around Bing Dinger?
I already landed twice.
Yeah,
French taking so long. I don't know what to tell you.
It's the extra buttery Orville Bredenbacher popcorn.
Oh, I know he's coming in so smooth. I get it.
It's going to teach us all.
Your approach looked great.
I'm concentrating.
You're coming straight at me.
Yeah, right for the camera. Boom.
Whoa, very nice. Very nice.
And reversers.
You wouldn't take that one back, Trent?
Yeah. She lands nice.
Oh, yeah, the TBM's a nice plane. And you didn't
Caravan's
get your
gonna be a
barrel.
lot of fun.
Oh, it is. Have you read your manual?
Yeah, I actually looked it up yesterday.
Yeah, and Papua New Guinea, it's mainly either the Quest Klondike or the Caravan which are flown.
Yeah.
This is the hangar, the top of the barn. And it says Bryce Canyon Airport. And what I didn't notice, but on the other side, there's a piece of the metal roofing that's ripped off, and they have that in the
In the scenery, yeah.
yeah. There's a piece here missing right here. They do the same thing in this. I did.
Would you guys like to see an outback terminal?
An outback
runway. An outback runway terminal?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, I'll find the picture in a minute. I'll post it up.
Okay.
You're gonna laugh.
And there's nothing at this airport in the default at all. Popcorn's floating like 20 feet in the air.
Oh, my plane in the grass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember earlier I saw a gun pilot. It was like good, like 15, 20 feet.
What was that?
When we before taking off, you were right behind me on the runway,
Yeah.
but you were about like 15, 20 feet up. It's just the way the servers. You have any trucks in the default? Like for gas or anything?
Oh, you mean like people and
Yeah.
fuel tanks? I think there might be way down at the far end of that runway.
Okay.
Maybe, but I suppose I can look around with the drone. see what the drone can see.
All right, I'll be coming in inverted here in a moment.
Heard it. Where are you coming into 3? Yeah.
Yeah.
3.
Oh, there's the terminal on the other end. Okay. Yeah, there's like a box of a building and a bunch of planes over there and a fuel truck and a little fuel station. That's about it. Here he comes.
Yeah.
You gotta get lower to the deck than that.
Oh, I'm embarrassed. Oh my goodness.
What happened?
That was a good flyby, though.
My apologies.
About to send you a photo.
Oh, there's another guy here. NAFLOD.
Did the imagine Air Brunswick.
Okay, guys. Just in the general, I've uploaded a photo of us at a terminal in the outback. Arrivals and departures.
That's the high life right there. As long as you got a spot of shade.
Yeah.
That's right. It was about 44 degrees that day.
Oh.
The air was so thin.
Yeah, that was fun, guys. Thanks for joining in.
Thank you for having us, Sizzling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good little flight.
Yeah.
It's fun to take the TBM out for the first time.
Made the flight more enjoyable than just reading the chat and talking to the chat.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you at 4 o'clock in the morning.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Have a good one.
Good night.
Good night. And if you're on the stream, if you like the stream, make sure you smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. That way you'll know when the next video comes out or when I go into live stream. Tomorrow, Japan comes out. We'll be doing a live stream on that, hitting all 6 new airports. We'll see you then. Yeah, thanks again, Zenith, and we'll see you around. Have a good night, good day, wherever you are.